7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to Armchair Fans, right here on Football Daily, our live watch-along show. Today it's Manchester United against Juventus in the Champions League. And joining me, I've got Zach Jalab, Christopher Hamill, Patrick Van Straten, and in Social Corner, Adam Templeman. Templeman, what is the job of you?
The job of me
Yes.
is to read out your questions. So keep them in the live chat, or you can tweet us at Football Daily. Hit us on Instagram at FootballDailyUK_. Use the hashtag ArmchairFans.
He doesn't sound very buzzing, but he is buzzing to be here.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to end our Instagram handle with an underscore?
Well, we didn't really have a choice, mate. All the others
we
were
didn't have a
stolen.
choice.
I actually reached out to Instagram to ask if they'd change it, and they said no.
There used to be a Patrick, there was a Patrick Van Straten on Twitter when I first joined Twitter, but he just used to ask for steamy meetups.
Wow.
So
Was it your second account?
Pseudonym.
Anyway, it is a big game tonight, Temps. What's our first question?
Our first question is from Emerald216 on
Great
Instagram,
name.
who says, which players will be the most important for Manchester United and Juventus tonight?
Before you answer that question, because inevitably you will lead us off, I'm looking forward to seeing if you can keep a handle on things tonight. This could go one of two ways, couldn't it? United could win, we could see the best of Joe Tomlinson, or he could be sacked in the morning for saying something absolutely obscene.
I actually think United are going to win tonight.
Oh!
that seems like a recipe for
I've been unbelievably negative so far this season, and you know what? The last couple of weeks,
Is Jose winning you over?
they've not been good, but they've been better.
Weak?
They've
You
been
mean
better.
Chelsea?
And when I say
attacking
weak, I
more,
mean 90
attacking
minutes of the 180, only about 90 have been good. But at least Martial's playing.
A lot to
So-
take from that
points.
second half at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, I mean, there was also a lot to take from Newcastle second half, and then we started absolutely terribly at Chelsea. So, as long as Martial's playing, I ain't seen the teams actually. He's got the teams. Anybody seen the teams? Is Martial starting? He's got to be starting.
Well,
Who's seen the teams?
I'll
This
get
is
them
normally
up.
Zach's job.
I don't get a job.
Amateurism
I just be
from
here
us.
and look pretty.
We actually didn't have a working stream up until about 5 minutes ago, so
Is Cristiano
just
starting?
happy to be here.
Cristiano is starting with Dybala and
I got no
Cuadrado.
internet.
That sounds good for your
That does sound
defence.
Well, our defence is absolutely torrid. So if they can put together even one coherent
Horrible.
attack, it will definitely score against
Chris
us.
Smalling has had a wink of sleep this week, has he?
Yes, Rashford, Lukaku, Martial front three again. It's the same
Ooh,
team,
that's fun.
exactly the same team that started against Chelsea.
Okay, so let's see if this is the first half of that team or the second half.
Well, hopefully it's
Beginning.
the Martial half. That's all I'll say. But Martial's going to be absolutely crucial. I expect him to be heavily involved in all of our best attacking play. Lukaku needs to have a big game. He's been awful for about 6 weeks now. But other than that, I'm very nervous about our defence.
Yeah, you're
Very
going to
nervous about Victor
full
Lindelof
octopus from De
and
Gea
Chris
today.
Smalling.
The Juve team was disgusting.
Yeah, go on, read it out.
In goal, Chesney, Chile, Bonucci, Sandra on the left, Cancelo
on the right, Pjanic playing holding, Matuidi on the left. Oh, Mike keeps going apparently. You read it out.
I'll read it out. Bentancur, Matuidi, Pjanic is the midfield three, and then Dybala, Ronaldo, and
Bentancur.
Cuadrado up front.
That's quite the vote of confidence for the young Uruguayan, isn't it? On the right-hand side, is that a 4-3-3, does it look like?
Just shooing Jalab away there to sort his
Should we,
mind.
Perhaps they
Yeah.
just felt like they
He's gone.
needed a defensive
gone.
presence in there.
Yeah,
He's the
potentially.
sit
Vidal
on
to the
Pogba.
Perlo, the Bentancur to
Do you think
Pjanic.
Bentancur's going to sit on Pogba, or do you think Matuidi's going to try and do a job?
I think
on Pogba?
Matuidi will probably drop in quite deep, but I think that's actually quite a respectful lineup from Juventus. You know, putting in Bentancur rather than just relying on Chan and Pjanic to do the job.
This is a big game for United, though. Obviously, the Champions League group's just flashed up there. If we win, we go top. If Valencia win tonight against Young Boys, which they will, we'll go to third, heading out.
Quite the swing.
Very big
And
swing.
then currently,
we've still got to go away
Valencia
at
one,
West
I
Ham.
think Valencia. with
Yeah,
the
about
Young Boys.
Shrine. I saw about
Oh
Shrine.
my word, that's a great result for United if that's the case. Because
Mate,
we've still got to go away.
Young Boys
to
are
Style.
10 points clear at the top of the league in Switzerland.
they're rubbish.
Far ahead of the traditional battle.
They're
like
utter
Barcelona.
rubbish.
I don't know, Young Boys...
I watched them against United. They couldn't pass 5 yards.
They could easily have come out of that game with a draw, and you know it.
No, they could not.
Yes,
The
they
amount
could
of
have.
chances we butchered in that game was
terrible,
a joke.
terrible in that game. I don't know. I think
That was when we were at our absolute worst and we still
they
put
could
three
definitely
past
do a
them.
job. Valencia do have the power this season to snatch draws from the mouth of victory. So I think that maybe it looks like United are in quite a good position to go.
How
through
was
tonight.
Young captain?
Because he's been there the
He's been there
longest.
for 1,000
Wasn't Pogba
years.
made captain
He's
at
been
the start, and
rubbish
why
the
wasn't De
whole
Gea
time.
being made captain?
De Gea hasn't been made captain because I don't think he's particularly vocal or anything like that. He doesn't, I don't get the sense De Gea even wants to be captain.
And I reckon Mourinho's kind of old-fashioned guy as well. He's like, you can't have the keeper as
As
the
a
captain.
captain.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But their
It's not going to be
captain's
Pogba because he
had a bird
literally
poo in his mouth.
despises him.
What do you mean their captain's had a bird poo in their mouth? What does that make a difference?
I don't know. It's
That's
a bit
traditional at Man
disrespectful, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I just mean it's just a bit.
I bet John Terry had that happen to him.
Wow.
More than one
Before
Okay.
we start then, oh look, Joe's the ball boy down there. Before we start, should we get some score predictions? Ask the guys to get their score predictions in the comments below.
I
and
will,
then
and
get
I'll
some
read
more
them out.
questions.
Nazi children.
Go on, then, Zach.
We'll
Start
go
from the
first.
right hand side. What are you saying about this game? How are you feeling? What do you think the score's going to be?
I think Juve are going to absolutely slap them about 4-2.
4-2 would be a great game in this
great.
environment. I'm going to go.
Them views at 4-2.
I'm going to go 2-1 United. I think United will win 2-1.
2-1!
I've got a feeling Chris
Why are you
Smalling's
confident?
Who
Where
first?
is it
Who first? Who
It's
first?
just pure nonsense.
Instinct.
It's just a gut feeling that United are going to get a result today. I've got a feeling Chris Smalling's going to get a goal.
Oh, God.
Get that.
unreal.
Get that on the old
God.
scorecast now. What are you saying, Mastrot?
I could see United doing all right in this game, you know. I could see this being like a 2-2.
Insufferable.
Juventus do have that
Grinning.
tendency every now and then just to like last season they were really good defensively in Serie A and then they could easily have got slapped about by Spurs. They got handily cut through at home.
Yeah.
They've not been blowing
So, I
teams
don't
away in
know.
Serie A either of recent weeks. A 1-1 draw with Genoa. I think they beat, oh goodness, someone 2-0 the week before, but even
Udinese
then.
maybe.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Udinese.
they drew with Udinese maybe. But you look at them and you kind of think, actually, is this not primed perfectly for a Jose Mourinho kind of classic performance? He set his team up with tons of pace up front. They're a great counter-attacking side if they have the opportunity to do it. Juve are going to have all the ball, try and rack up chances in the final third, and United can just go at them on the counter. It should be quite fun.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a quality game. Tense, what are you going for?
I'm going 3-1 Juventus.
3-1 Juventus.
I think I'm confident.
Big
they're
game
gonna-
needed from Big Rom tonight. Massive game for him. I don't know, man. I've just got a sneaky suspicion in my gut that Martial's going to really ruin Cancelo's career tonight.
Cancelo's been playing extremely well at the start of this
He's
season.
not faced
He's
a
very
like
tasking.
Martial.
I think he's well adapted to put up with the task of Martial.
Should we get
I really
another
like
question then? Keep your questions coming as well, and make sure you hit subscribe if you're a new viewer. Hit like, share it with all your mates, get the questions in. Are we doing a giveaway tonight? Is there a giveaway happening on this stream or what?
I mean, Chris tweeted about it, so there better be.
I did, much like the Tottenham
Chris Hamill's
Barcelona
computer.
game. We're giving away a Champions League kit if and when people answer our questions that are going to be thought up.
or should we
On
do
the spot,
it? Should we do
different
it like
scenarios.
if Ronaldo scores, we give away a Juve shirt. Everybody comments saying Ronaldo shirt.
He's going to score though, isn't he?
I will be giving away an awful lot of shirts.
No, but
Why
we'll
don't we
just
give away Sam Obaseki's new monitor?
yeah.
So
It
excited
did take him a
about
long time. Tahith Chong on the bench.
Huge vote of confidence in Matic here, putting him in a midfield three with Mata and Pogba.
Yeah, and he was
That is asking a
awful
lot
in the
of
first half
quite an
against
elderly
Chelsea. He
gentleman.
was terrible against Chelsea first half.
Yeah, he's also not good.
Let's get a question then, T.
Before we get questions, I'll just go through some of their score predictions.
Go on
So,
then.
Light Gaming Darth Tidor says
Oh,
3-1
no.
Juventus, so agrees with me. Donna's going 3-2 United. Marcus, Man United 3-2. A lot of people are actually swaying towards United.
Come on!
Sam says 3-1 United as well. And
Love
Claret
this.
says 7-0 to Juventus.
Wow.
So he's-
Relax,
he's-
man.
he's
lost
gone a
his
bit,
Relax.
bloody
Relax.
bit savage.
He's going
there,
for
isn't
like a United Roma situation.
I'm going to go 2-1 Juventus.
he? Oh yeah,
He didn't do a score prediction.
I
I
didn't.
can't
Conservative.
Just going to throw it in there at the end.
Milorad Mazik
I mean,
is
this
the
a matchup
referee
we've
today.
always wanted to see,
I
isn't
think it'd
it?
be Mazic.
Chiellini
Okay, so-
versus
Mazic.
Young.
The next question is from Lucas, who says, should Anthony Martial start every week for Manchester United?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost
definitely. Next, Alexis Sanchez though should also be starting, and Lukaku should be on the bench.
Whoa,
So how are you-
that's
how are
a
you
strong,
positioning that front
strong
line then?
claim.
Rashford, Sanchez, Martial, movement.
Sanchez down the
Finally,
middle.
some movement. Sanchez at 9. Yeah, I just think
Pogba running.
look, Lukaku's clearly going to be our number 9 for a number of years to come, but the lad needs a break. He's played so much
What a
football.
bench, man.
So much football for a lad of 24. We talk about Harry Kane needing a break, needing a rest. Lukaku is playing similar minutes to Harry Kane, surely, across the last 18 months.
Yeah.
Because he went just as deep at the World Cup as well, and he plays every game for United.
And he has done for the last few seasons. He's barely missed a game since he came into the Premier League. On the other hand, he has not had a very bad injury in the space of the last year, which Harry Kane has.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I think that United absolutely should try and work a front line without him, because otherwise when he does get injured, they'll have no plan in place.
Exactly.
But frankly, you've got 4 guys at the club who can all play as a central striker. Rashford and Martial, I think, long term are going to be centre forwards. They certainly play. Well, they play like it now. Neither one of them, especially Rashford, is not much of a creator. But he's a very, very good goal scorer, actually. I think he's quite reliable up there. So I don't know. I think you've got a bunch of 9s and nobody on the wing.
I actually prefer Martial as a winger. I think Rashford, I agree with you. I think he's better running in behind, whereas I think Martial is better running at people.
But you mean a winger in the style of, say, like Mo Salah, right?
Yeah.
Like
an inverted winger
rather
almost.
than a real, like, wide man.
Yeah, like an inverted winger.
Yeah, I get that.
I just think he's better running at people than he is running in behind.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little bit of space for the matchup. But actually, Lukaku did that at Everton. Sometimes he gets started on the right just so that he could kind of have a physical mismatch with the fullback and build up a head of steam going against the centre-back. So it's kind of like Ronaldo is playing here. Maybe that should be the model for how Martial kind of develops his game going forward.
The game has kicked off, by the way, so I hope you're watching along with us. Let us know your thoughts on the game in the comments below, as well as tweeting us all of that good stuff. Oh no.
Is this good?
Somebody else talk, because I'm too busy concentrating on the match.
Is it good if a player can pick the ball up in an opposition's final third with literally no pressure on him? Is that good? Was it good when it was Mark Noble? Will it be better when it's Dybala? That's my question.
That was Ronnie.
Go on, mate.
I wonder, I mean, if Man United's tact is going to be similar,
Sick ball.
if they're going to deploy the same tactics they did against Chelsea in the first 45, because Lukaku was the sacrificial lamb in that game. He was dropping back, having to pick up any centre forward that sort of came past the halfway line in an attempt to cut off, certainly David Luiz's passing prowess to try and limit that. But Juan Mata, I thought, was vital against Chelsea. It was rough for him because he had to sort of drop back, cut off Eden Hazard and Willian kind of means of playing when they come in, didn't he? And certainly help out in that central midfield area. But he's sort of quite press resistant, and his passing is very intelligent. And he brought Rashford, especially into the game when he was sort of exclusively acting as a fullback. So I wouldn't be surprised though if Matt eventually came off for Herrera, because Jose asks an awful lot from the little Spaniard, doesn't he? In that role as kind of a defensive number 10.
That's where you want Rashford standing Pjanic up one-on-one. In that left-back slot when he isolates Pjanic, because Pjanic won't stand a chance against him all night. That's where you want to isolate players like Pjanic.
I mean, in fairness, there are 2 men there, and Sandro's there if he gets past. But that's the thing, if Sandro and Cancelo get over-ambitious, get too far forward, then United absolutely have the line-up here to really punish them on the break. Like, I feel like that's the reason that they've said we're going to have Pogba and Mata in. They're saying, right, we're going to sit as deep as we can and just rely on the fact that we've got these great passes to knit us together.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Juan Mata was good against Chelsea, but I think even then he drifted in and out of the game. Like, he does have real quiet spells in the game.
Should have been sent
Chris
off.
Smalling's goal.
Yeah,
but should have. Yeah,
it was a really difficult ask, and I think if you can get a similar hour out of him, then he would have served his purpose.
Are you ready for Smalling here then, boys?
Oh, we've got someone running onto the pitch. 3 minutes in.
He's gone
Rugby tackled.
I like the widescreen angle.
3 minutes in.
It's Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to show it, are you?
Yeah, why would you
Give
do
it
that 3
Giggsy.
minutes in? You've just ruined the whole game for yourself. At least wait till the 85th.
Who's the guy from United We Stand? Mark.
Yeah, it's Goldbridge.
Goldbridge.
Goldbridge is on
Yes,
there.
Goldbridge.
Goldbridge.
This look from Mourinho.
You know what?
I
Absolutely
think it's that
incredible.
freshly
it's
dyed
very
hair.
good.
It's the
Yeah,
best he's
it
looked
looks
in-
like he's
in months.
it looks like he's really
The
committed. He looks like
turtleneck
a
is
Bond
impressive.
villain.
Very Bond.
He does
I
look
was
like
about
a
to say
Bond
very Bond villain.
There we
He's
go.
getting a little wattle here, and so he's going for the
lining up.
turtleneck.
He's never looked better.
Smalling!
Oh, come on, he's got to claim that. Even
It looks a little bit like Alan Rickman in Love Actually, that sort of vibe.
pervert cheating on his wife.
I think this is the best Jose's looked in ages.
Yeah, it is.
He's
Marie-
freshly packet dyed his hair.
To be fair to Mourinho, he's always been a handsome bloke
He has.
because evil makes you handsome. Everyone knows that. But
He does have the ability to kind of glow up. Like, I feel like he's not very good at hiding a rough week, is he?
No, he is not.
But
During
equally,
pre-season, he always goes for a
when
rough
United have had a good game, he comes back looking fresh to death. Oh.
he looks like a bad-tempered dad. That's what he looks
But
like.
with the like roll neck, I think he looks pretty menacing. Like, I don't think I'd mess with him down. I'd run. Not for the first time this week. I'd be off.
I reckon that they could even kill him in a fight.
Temps, come on then, let's get some more questions from the viewers at home.
Yeah, we've got a few comments about our new clock and our new graphics on the screen.
Courtesy of Kieran Carlin behind the
so shout out
scenes.
to them.
Oh, is it good?
We listened to you and we
Just
put
me
a
that's
clock on.
appreciated.
Get over yourself, Patter.
Shut up and get James Wayne to put my phone on charge. That's the important thing that needs to happen.
Who's put that
Awful
ball in?
free kick there from
That
Rashford.
is-
I don't know why you'd have Rashford taking free kicks because he's not good enough at them to make up for the fact that you've lost a 6-footer in the box.
Rashford's 6 foot.
Yeah, Rashford's big,
My
man.
Is he really
Lord.
6 foot?
Especially when he got
He's
one
got
match
very,
with
he's
it.
got
How
very
tall is-
thin legs,
How
though,
tall is
doesn't he?
Pogba?
Pogba's
Oh,
like 6'2".
Pogba's 6
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Dybala.
Pogba's a big guy.
Ronaldo.
Actually,
That
this-
Outrageous by
Who's just
Cristiano.
sat down, Ashley Young?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But that's the thing about this
It's a fair
United
contest,
side.
isn't it?
They're really big. Like they will be an aerial threat against Juventus in a way that fairly few Serie A teams are.
Yeah,
Would
you
you
got a
not
good
try and
point
work
there.
it into the box another way? I was literally just about to say Chiellini. Is Bonucci starting? Benatia?
Yeah, it's Chiellini
Potentially.
and Bonucci.
Yeah, it's
Chiellini
Chiellini
and
and Bonucci.
How's Bonucci ended up back at Juve? There's something so fishy going on there.
No, well, he just admitted he made a huge mistake, didn't he?
Yeah, well.
Like, I read an interview
Not
of him the other
very
day, and he actually said he rejected Manchester United.
The
for
Juventus fans did not
return to Juve.
want him back.
No, and I saw a Twitter video the other day which was detailed, and they've conceded 6 goals in Serie A, and 5 of them have come from Bonucci.
Sorry, did Adam Templeman just bring out a
I
stat?
did
Adam
react to
T.
that. There's nothing in my ear.
I mean, let's check it's not made up.
it wasn't made out. Have a
Also,
look on
That
Twitter.
sounds
I feel
like pure
like-
nonsense.
Yeah, a top level
I said I
player,
don't do it.
if they've had a
It's-
bad season, will commit 5 individual errors across the course of a season. If he's done it in 6 games, that is.
Well, no, six goals. Out of the
impressive.
6 goals, 5 of them have been.
And to be fair to
Ooh.
Juve have conceded what 6 goals in 9 games. They're one of 2 teams in Serie A conceding under an expected goal a game. So
Clang.
Maybe goal out.
thank you.
Every
Wait, who had the timer? Who had the timer?
I will
Who
give
had the
away
timer?
a copy
809.
of Call of Duty.
Wow.
Anyway, an expected goals tombola here.
My point is that maybe Bonucci might be making mistakes, but also having him on the pitch might mean that Juve give away fewer chances overall.
They've also got the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
attack in Serie A according to expected
They
goals
do.
this season.
And
Have
by
I-
actual goals, I think.
and points. So while it
Shit,
might look
oh,
like they're
Pogba's
not
lost his mind.
totally
Horrible
blowing
delivery.
sides away, they are comfortably the best team in Serie A at current.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh
Pogba
yeah,
just lost
miles
his
ahead.
man there again, like
Fiorentina
against
look like an
Chelsea.
interesting team to watch, but it looks like it's Juve's to walk away with this season. That's good. They could focus on the Champions League, and it'll be interesting to see how Dybala and Ronaldo dovetail tonight, which has been something that people have been kind of unsure about how it will fit. I guess.
Is it just them two tonight?
There's Quadrado on the
right.
right, and
Oh,
then
right,
they've
okay.
got Bernardeschi and.
But do you think they're playing Quadrado because they want a bit more defensive,
else.
a bit more of a defensive winger against Martial on that side?
Probably a little bit. And to add some width because Ronaldo's not going to add
Potentially,
anything,
yeah. Instead of Bernardeschi, whose defensive contribution is nowhere near as good as Quadrado's. But like you said, man, they've got players in there that can do it all. Matuidi's output is sort of quite unique in that he contributes a lot going forward, and still his defensive output is really solid.
Yeah.
So there's sort of players, defensively minded players in there already. Bentancur as well. So I'd be surprised if Quadrado really drops, but
Weird ball.
because I imagine they're going to have
Quadrado.
control.
What is the
But,
merit of a cross-field ball in that position?
Oh.
Also, why is this happening
Well
on a
done,
rugby
Lukaku.
field?
Oh,
they
Romelu
play-
sent Chiellini for a bloody
His
lasagna
second
there.
touch though, what is
That was
happening?
good. That was good from you. You
Thank
were
you.
looking for something racist.
Look at that
but
ball
you-
as well.
Oh,
Look at the
Lukaku,
state
that's
of that ball by
embarrassing.
Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah, but after Juve gave the ball away in exactly the same way, Lukaku thought, yeah, that seems like a good idea. I'll try that as well.
Oh, Bentancur.
Or here's Sandro,
Acres of space
Sandro
there.
ghosting in on Chris Smalling at the back
Smith
stick.
Wheatley, I think.
Oh,
Horrific
Quadrado.
ball.
Weak foot.
He's had about 30 seconds of a nightmare here, Quadrado.
It's been pretty scrappy to start with. Both teams.
Terrible ball, sure.
Extremely
regret
wasteful
it.
in possession, aren't they?
Uh-oh.
Right, let's get to the question, T-Dog.
Yes, James Whitfield 2000. Wants to know, do you think Szczesny is good enough for Juventus? Or do they
100%.
need a world class?
They were thoroughly convinced. Everyone at Juventus, you can see in that being Juventus documentary, and even in Buffon's last season, he still clocked up 1,500 minutes in the league. Everyone there is thoroughly convinced he's an elite level goalkeeper, and actually the stats would suggest that when he played last season as well, there
Yeah.
weren't many better keepers in Serie A. Maybe Handanovic,
Yeah, Handanovic
Perrin
had
when he
that
when he
And that's a
plays.
lot older than you think as well.
Yeah, Handanovic is what?
Aye, that's
32?
way too
Something
easy.
like that. He had
I
a
think it's what-
sensational season last year.
Oh,
Horrible ball.
I think for Juventus, right, I don't actually think Juventus need an elite
Yeah.
level goalkeeper.
Also, when Booth,
Yeah, then
when
they can
Booth
get
was saying
one.
he's
like, so why
They
not?
can, but
Chesney's
the
good
reason
enough, yeah.
the reason not is because they wanted to spend the money on a player like Ronaldo.
I know what
so-
you mean. Like Chesney's good enough.
Good
so what's
enough,
the problem?
yeah, to get them through the games they need to get through,
I
and
completely
then
agree.
they'd rather spend the money on a player who's going to win them games like Ronaldo.
That was why I found it so strange. I guess it's because he had a year left on his contract, and so the price was lower. That's why I found it so weird that Real Madrid decided to
Nice
focus on
message.
getting a keeper this summer. It seemed like a strange way to prioritise team building.
One of our most popular hot takes this week was that Keylor
my
Navas
good
is
God.
better than Courtois, and
I mean,
I'm
is
kind
he
of
not?
I'm kind of into it.
Yeah,
So
I think he actually is, to be fair.
I think it's quite
Who
funny.
starts
that
small
they've bought-
games in that Real Madrid side? Is it Courtois?
Tebow's
Oh,
just
he
been
is.
starting
I think
to
he
just
is.
been starting.
Yeah,
to start
Keylor
now.
Navas started the first 3 or 4 games, didn't he? And then after they lost the cup winners, not the cup winners cup,
The Super Cup, European Super Cup.
European Super Cup. But he should have only had a couple of games after that, didn't he? But
I actually take back what I said about Mourinho's outfit because he clearly got cold and he's put an
Yeah, he's
Adidas
got an
shirt
Adidas shirt
underneath,
underneath,
it.
I saw
And so
it.
where it's stretched thin over his thorax, you can see the Adidas branding. And it doesn't
Chris
look as
Smalling's
sharp.
absolutely ruined Ronaldo there.
What do we think of Chris Smalling's disgusting trilobite hair?
I don't think Chris Smalling's ever had a good
Trilobite.
haircut apart from you.
He looks like he's in the Fifth Element. He looks like a tool.
I actually kind
I
of
quite
dig
like it.
What? You're
quite
incredibly
like
wrong.
it.
He's from Maidstone and he should act like it by going to prison
But-
like everybody else I grew up with in Maidstone.
He's had worse haircuts than that Chris Smalling.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
The afro was an absolute disaster
There's certainly
when
no
he was at
denying
Maidstone.
that.
The afro was an absolute disaster. for
yeah, I
him.
mean, you look at that photo when he first joined Fulham, and his glow up's been similar to Jalab's.
Yeah, Jalab's, honestly, you rock
This
back
seems-
and
this
find
seems
a
bad.
video of Jalab
Okay.
and then get Jalab when he's just had a fresh trim. It's remarkable.
Chalk and cheese.
Cheers.
Talking
Thank
of cheese, I'm starving. What we having?
I
we
say
having?
chicken.
Apparently I'm having a
Chicken.
hair. One of yours, Jalab, by the looks of it.
Chicken.
How's that got in my mouth?
Little black, little black, little black, little
I
black.
actually do malt. I do malt quite a bit. You'll notice. If ever I'm on someone's computer for like 10 minutes, I'll leave
I
like
think
a
we should
hair.
probably get a question.
Yeah, let's get a
Let's
question then.
let's
too.
get out of pocket.
Yeah, from the two sides,
Oh my good God.
pick your best five-a-side. That one comes from
Stick-
this.
Oh,
Let's say the
chestnuts.
current lineup.
Stick Chiellini in goal.
De Gea.
He can do both.
De Gea, it definitely, obviously, in goal.
No keeper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stick Chiellini there. He'll go. He'll
League
marshal
run.
it. He'll be absolutely fine.
I'll just have Chiellini at the back.
Yeah. Pjanic.
Pjanic and Pogba in central midfield.
Dybala would be class at 5-a-side.
And then Ronaldo up front.
Oh, I don't know.
Pjanic. You want guys who are good in tight spaces, right? So Pjanic and Pogba in midfield makes sense. And then, God, we've only got space for one
Dybala,
more. Yeah,
Martial,
Dybala, I think.
Ronaldo.
I think
I think I'd go
Dybala.
Dybala over everyone, actually. Like, I think in a tight space, like, he's the guy you want.
What about Juan Mata be good at five-a-side? I bet
Yeah,
you would be
but
so good
come
at
on,
five-a-side,
there's
Juan
too
Mata.
many-
But
too
if you
much
would like to
quality.
see FD take on 7-a-side, make sure you check out FDFC, where a brand new series is coming to your screens very soon.
Nice
Wow!
That's what the voice came out.
That
there.
was real. AM boy voice.
Where he goes full Jez Clark.
Yeah.
Have you seen what do you think of the new Top Gear lineup, by the way? All
Oh,
wearing,
right.
all
Is
wearing
that
leather
confirmed?
jackets in their reveal photo.
Oh,
Horrible.
Dybala should maybe be doing slightly better there.
Nod it down to Ronaldo.
I think he's a little bit too small for it.
Oh,
I
look
just-
at the sideburns.
I don't think he can get
Oi.
to it, Dybala. If this is Ronaldo, I think it's a goal,
Who's
but he just doesn't have
marking
the
him?
athleticism to
No
get to
one.
it.
I think he has
No
to try and
one's
nod
marking
this
him.
back
Where
to Ronaldo.
is
Ronaldo's
Smalling
absolutely
going there?
completely
How is this
unmarked
such a
on
big
penalty.
gap
That's
between
not
Smalling
Smalling's
and
man, that's
Lindelof?
Lindelof.
Because they're
man.
not good at defending.
It
that's
feels
why.
like they've quite clearly targeted your left-hand side.
Yeah, probably because Martial doesn't track back much, to be fair.
Why is Dybala's Benjamin Buttoning? He looks like a tiny baby boy. He looks like a little anime boy.
He's got a little bit of that
If you look
stubble
at
off, hasn't
pictures of
can tell
Dybala
him
at
from
Palermo,
that, to be honest.
he looks
Yeah,
like about
Just looking
12.
a
Twink
little,
vibes.
a little bit effeminate and just like a Japanese
I
cartoon.
kind of like.
Yeah,
I kind of
twin.
like the highlights Dybala's going for.
I don't mind them, but his sideburn
It's
is
a bit dormant, eh?
lethally
I feel
embarrassing.
like how much you could have pulled off Dybala when you were like 18.
I could have pulled off Dybala.
when I was 18.
I mean, if he's up for it.
I think when you were 18, though, he'd have been a bit younger, so probably give it a couple of years.
Didn't mean it like that. I
Right,
didn't mean it like
let's
that. Next
let's
question.
transition out of
Question.
this to another question.
Balls.
moving to the next
Balls,
question.
don't
Don't make it worse.
What's
dig,
Pogba
dig a
doing
deeper
there?
hole.
Worth.
Why is
Oh,
Pogba just playing at
relax.
centre half and hoofing balls?
Yeah, Kumar says, can you see Ronaldo ever returning to Manchester United?
No,
Never.
Off to
no.
the MLS after this.
He's definitely going to America.
Disgusting.
America or China, I think he'll go to.
Wow.
Don't care.
But just sorry to just throw that question under the bus, but why is Pogba just sitting between our centre backs and hoofing balls?
Because you need distribution from deep.
But they're not finding
Isn't that going to be
anybody.
Lindelof's
He's
job?
kicked 3 out of play so far.
Is it-
Oh my God!
First 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is both teams just feeling each other out, isn't it?
Horrible start to this game.
Attritional.
It's been appalling.
Yeah, there's not
so
a lot of
far.
quality. on show. Well,
I don't know. Better
play-wise
ball to
at the
Dybala,
moment.
you'd be a goal down.
I swear when the whole reason you bought Lindelof was he's supposed to be able to play it out from the back.
He
He's
is
the
a very,
greatest
very
player in
good passer.
history.
But it's...
He's not showing it.
Go on then, Jack. Young
No, but...
Look at the space in front of you.
I honestly think against smaller sides in the Prem, you should trial Matic at centre back. I really do. Like in a back three, you can.
Don't know, man. We've tried it before.
I think that. Well,
Positionally, it's absolutely. He's
Oh, he's done well, Pogba there.
I don't know.
Hospital ball there from Young. Pogba's gone down. You've had a few decent free kicks in decent positions here.
No, but he got there first. Like, look,
Pogba gets his body in the way.
He's done very well to get his body in the way there.
Yeah. He clasted him.
A little decent bit. Give this ball to
That's
Mata.
lovely from Pogba, yeah.
Ooh.
Give this ball to Mata. A little dink in. Chris Smalling.
Come on, Smallsy. I told you. 2-1
Right.
United. Chris Smalling. Goal. Early
Here we
doors
are.
there.
Juan,
Juan,
swing
look at
this
Young.
in,
Juan,
back
look at
post,
Young.
Romelu Lukaku, exercise some demons for the last 5 weeks.
Smalling over a kick here.
No,
Matic wants
Scorpion.
Matic is going to be all over the size of Sandro as well.
Yeah.
You do have a big team, man.
I
thought you-
came off
Shot on
his
target
shoulder.
though.
Came off his shoulder.
We'll take that at this point.
Does it count as a shot on target if it comes off his shoulder?
Yeah,
Go on,
definitely.
Everything's a shot.
He's trying to score, isn't
As
he?
I said.
We've done our five-a-side team. What else are the fine people at home saying?
Yeah, this is a rubbish question, but I think it's for you, Chris. Grizzly Panther, who has the best trim on the pitch?
This is a rubbish question. So that's
The
not a good,
you'll
not a
love
good
it.
preface.
You'll love it.
Preface to that
Too early
question.
to tell.
Who's got the best lid?
Take longevity into account because there are some lids that by 80 minutes look terrible and looked good at the
He's
start.
actually got a great point.
Great
Yeah.
point.
You know,
Dybala is one of
Lukaku,
those
great
players.
lid.
Ronaldo 100% redoes his at half time, doesn't he? He always comes out of like he's just clicked his Lego hair out and just smacked a new one back on.
Pogba.
Hot take: Cristiano Ronaldo has never had a good haircut in his
Yeah,
entire
I
career.
fully agree with that.
Very,
You know what,
very
Bonucci-
greasy, very sweaty man.
Yeah, and he also gets little slits in it, but he's in his 30s.
Bonucci's shaved head. Oh.
He's
Yeah,
also a
Bonucci does
millionaire.
actually
He
rock
can do
that.
what he
That's
wants.
because he's handsome.
Yeah, Bonucci's chiseled.
It's a goal!
Dybala!
It's not a great
Paulo
goal, but
Dybala! Oh, is that good?
already.
Is that good when you go down 1-0?
Down that right-hand side yet again. Was that Ronaldo with the assist with the ball across?
No, if that goes down as Ronaldo's assist, we
won't.
put anything
No,
down.
I think
no, no.
Cuadrado and the defender touched it before it comes to.
Let's break this down then.
Well, this could be a
Dybala. Right place, right time.
Great ball from Pjanic.
Runs clean off Martial, doesn't track him.
Oh, he's trying to. He just
Oh,
can't
it's a
really
little
be bothered.
deflection.
Okay.
Lindelof can't be asked to cover the front post, so
Cuadrado might get the assist here, you know. Oh, no.
no, it's definitely a small.
It's a little bit unfortunate. Chris Smalling's actually in a decent position and
Really
Lindelof
nice.
is in no
Clever
man's
finish.
land.
Clever finish.
It's proper lucky. It's a
That-
proper. Like you would be so annoyed if that goal went in against you on FIFA.
Yeah, you would.
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? One of those
yeah.
goals against.
Yeah, you'd be
on
like,
FIFA,
I've blocked
you'd be
it twice.
Absolutely
It's a disgrace.
fuming.
He'll be at United too, yeah.
Smart finish from
They
him,
have
he knows
looked the
hair's
more
going
likely
the other
team
post.
in the opening exchanges, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. Seeing as we haven't put together an attack, have we?
So this isn't great.
I mean, we are 17 minutes in. Have United put together an attack yet?
Yeah, the
You've had a couple of dangerous set pieces,
mean?
Yeah, that's
which
set
is like
pieces.
not. the
Look at that
worst
ball.
thing.
Look at the state of that ball. That sums United up. How we play.
Calm.
Hoofing it into
Calm.
the midfield.
Don't calm. Dude.
Here's the
Get it
thing,
all
though.
out.
Release
Get
the
it all out.
beast.
We've still got another like 80 minutes, guys, so let's
Here's the
start.
thing, though. What are United hoping to get out of a Champions League campaign? Realistically, you're not going to win it. You're not going to go past the quarters.
Second in the group.
I get that because you're not very good.
There's rubbish teams that get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, like you last year. Did you get to the quarters last year? That was horrible.
What was
Yeah,
Jose's
right.
rationale when you exited, when he said he wasn't surprised because the mentality of the club of late
Yeah, I mean, if Sevilla
that
go
was-
to
isn't
the,
sufficient to challenge for a Champions
That was
League?
if Sevilla getting into a quarterfinals, United definitely should be, shouldn't they?
Yeah, but that's a bit.
But
of
are
an
you saying that
anomaly
due
as
to
well.
your
Like, they were gonna
history,
be-
or are you saying that due to the actual football you're playing in that year?
I'm saying that due to the fact that Sevilla were rubbish.
You had a very easy group last year though, and went through top of it, didn't you? Whereas this year, you're
that was
almost
very
certainly going to
poor
come
from
second
Cuadrado.
and draw an actually tough team.
Well, I think Juventus are doing well.
Go on, Rashford.
Well, I think Juventus are doing well.
How's
at the
that
start
foul?
of the year.
No, he's played advantage and then he's given.
What has happened there?
He should have played advantage longer.
There's a much more fluid rotation with their strikers, isn't there? So that was Ronaldo dropping deep, then that was Dybala dropping deep, but then they've still got a player working on the last man, so no one's isolated. Whereas it's Romelu Lukaku, if he drops deep, no one ahead of him. If he's ahead of him, massive gap in midfield that Juan Mata's trying to cover by himself, it would seem. So I think, I mean, how do United need to shore up that midfield? How do you just
Four
do you just
goals in
push
2
Pogba
matches.
forward at this point?
No.
you are surrendering control.
We're
in the
just so unbalanced, and all we do is our fullbacks have to create every chance for us.
Wow. Surrendering control is fine if it's like a plan, if your plan is to counter.
Yeah, deep block, counter wide, which they did against Chelsea and they did quite well, didn't they? But
and you feel like Lingard would be better than Mata in that situation.
So do I.
Bigger defensive presence, a good little link
Carrying
player,
the ball.
also faster than Mata. Like I think Lingard is such a useful player. Lingard is actually what United wanted. What actually Mkhitaryan is now for Arsenal. Like he's that guy who links things up.
Well played,
he's just
Paul.
Smart.
Why the step over though? In there?
Young Boys, it ended 1-1.
Oh, that's a great result for United. That's such a good result for United.
Real Madrid are beating Pizan.
Benzema.
1-0.
Scored.
they've scored. Karim back amongst the goals after
That
17 years.
Do we think that means Lopetegui gets the weekend?
Who cares?
I mean, he wasn't going to, was he? If he lost tonight, he was gone.
But their problems go so far beyond, Lopetegui. Like, don't get me wrong, if they got Conte in, they would improve a lot very quickly. But at the same time, and if they're not going to have an elite attack, they should at least have an elite defence, which is something that Conte would give them. But on the other hand, boy, do they need a world-class attacker, just at least one. And I really don't know where it's coming from because there aren't that many who are gettable for Real Madrid right now.
30%.
Yeah.
What's happened just behind the scenes there? Manchester City conceded.
No, we should have scored.
Almost
Gabby
scored.
Jesus.
Fair enough. Christ, I was hoping the
cannot
stream
score
had
at
it
the
gone, had it gone down. I just saw.
Well, how about Gabby Jesus start scoring some league goals? Because he's got him in mid-draft. He's a waste of space. That's what doing for Ings.
Had him
Absolute
last
joke,
season, he
quite
was a
frankly.
waste.
But he was always going to be a rotation player. What are you expecting?
I was expecting more from him than what he's producing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think expected goals says that he should have scored like 4 so
Ding.
far. Like it says, I think it predicts him to be scoring a goal a game at the moment.
And how many has he
I
got?
think he's got 1.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal.
I think
But
it is.
he'll be fine.
Oh,
Look how easy that is.
This is
Oh,
bad.
Dybala.
Dybala is playing really, really well so far.
Lindelof
How is he popping up in
hates
central
it.
midfield and their
Whoa.
wide left?
Lindelof absolutely hates
He is
it.
bang at it.
Chiellini is doing
question.
work.
How deep we are. Look how deep United are.
Chiellini is having to work in
Who's
this
that?
game. Oh! Was that Cancelo?
Oh my.
Cancelo
was it
made a
Bentancur?
run to the
Oh
box.
man.
Absolutely whacked it.
Yeah, they've got the same sort of.
What's happened to Rashford this season, by the way? He's become so aggressive. He's like fighting everything that
Yeah,
moves,
he
and I
doesn't-
rate it.
It just
I
doesn't
really
look
like
like he's
Rashford.
enjoying being there,
Whoa.
enjoying starting.
He's hit that
That
so
was
nicely.
wasn't it? Because I think
Lovely
Bentancur's wearing pink boots.
Yeah,
I think
so,
Bentancur's
but- yeah,
number
he's
30
30,
as well.
Cancelo's 20, is that right? Or
Yeah.
something? I don't know.
Oh me.
T, what are the fans saying?
Oh my.
T. Why has this happened?
What?
How did this
Why are you
start?
talking to me?
Leader of the T-Birds.
He's never called me T before.
I haven't, I just said it.
Embarrassing.
Sif_B says, what does
Sif.
yeah. What does
Love that.
Dybala
I'd
have to
definitely be a
do
Sif.
to get to the next level? I don't really know what he
He's
means
at
by
that.
Yeah, it's just
He's
kind
at
of
world class,
that's a
isn't he?
kind of
Do
like
it.
meaningless thing.
Oh,
Such a
people
foul.
say.
Oh,
Rashford.
The only question
Killed
mark
him.
that remained was his contribution in Europe,
Yeah.
right? Because that's
Yeah.
where he blew hot and cold. I think his
And
best
isn't it-
season before this season was 4, but that hat-trick against Young Boys would suggest he's going to top that. Well,
Well, he
and
just matched
he's
it.
equalled it, of course. So yeah,
Go on, yeah.
maybe Ronaldo will, actually, when we questioned whether or not they could play together in the Champions League, maybe playing off of him, with him, is going to sort of supercharge those numbers.
In fairness, I think the season he got 4, he got a double, didn't he, against Barcelona in the semi and pretty much single-handedly put Juve through.
Yeah,
Like,
over the
so
2
I mean-
legs he was brilliant.
But he was horrible in the Champions League final against Juventus, against Real Madrid that year. Do you remember he got hooked at like half-time, I
Yeah,
think?
man.
He was absolutely dreadful. So yeah, I don't know. There's definitely room for improvement, but realistically, it's hard to see what Dybala can do a better job of. He's a great creator, great goal scorer, great dribbler, knits play together. I mean, who wouldn't want him in their club?
Yeah, he's going to go to a club like Madrid, isn't he? Like we all said that.
It's been linked for like
How the
past
hell
year.
did they not get a clause to buy Dybala in the Ronaldo deal?
So Bonucci is currently playing on the right wing.
Decent ball across as well,
It's a
yeah.
great ball.
He's got such good technique, man.
Do you think he could come Chelsea?
Bonucci.
What, Dybala?
Nah, not in
No,
the same team as Hazard for me.
I mean, that would be super fun.
That's what I'm thinking.
Imagine how fun that
Because
would
then,
be.
obviously, give him Morata. Morata wants to go there. They want Morata.
Imagine the imps scampering around in that
Oh.
Chelsea midfield, that front three of what Hazard, Kovacic, Dybala. Kovacic moves exactly the same way Hazard does, by
you
the
mistake
way.
them all the time. And he
Yeah.
wears Hazard's old number.
It's like they're clones.
We have to buy
Stick their
Kovacic
asses
in the
out.
summer. We have to buy him in the summer.
You're not going.
I don't think they'll
they're not
let
going to
you.
let
Offer
you.
him
He's
nine-
had such
offer
a
him
good-
90.
They're both thick boys.
You need him to have a terrible end to the season.
No, I'll be honest.
You need to start like injecting.
Modric
tranquilizers
is going to
at the end
leave
of the season.
next summer, I reckon.
I'll be
Really?
honest. The whole
Would be the worst time.
Sarri needs to convince us that Barkley's actually a better option. Come February, and then you'll get him for 40 mil.
Though I'll tell you what, depending on what next time might be quite worrying if the Roman Abramovich thing carries on.
What is happening?
He's looking to sell the club now. Basically, he can't come into the. He basically can't work in the UK.
Is,
now.
don't think that's
is
a
he
problem.
still
He's still
shacked
out.
up in Israel?
Yes.
Jesus.
So
I don't
he-
think that's a problem for you. Like, I
No,
mean,
but it
he's-
is for
Oh
him.
no,
he's
yeah,
been-
but he
he's
wants to
been
sell. He wants to sell the club for £3 billion.
Yeah, but
Basically
he's
spend
been
that.
investing
Exactly.
in the club less and less over the last few seasons, so I don't think it would be the worst thing.
But
I
it's
think
more just like 'cause
whoever
we-
comes in is going to be fine.
Because it's already affected us. Because obviously we wanted to move into a new stadium,
Yeah.
and now that's been
Planning
cancelled
permission
due to
was
it.
held up, wasn't it? Of course.
And
No, they got
he-
planning
he's
permission.
basically we got planning permission.
But that one family were holding it up for like 3 years, weren't they?
Yeah, but that happened, and then
Yeah.
when it was literally about to start, he's now because he's not been able to get a visa in the UK. He
Look at this.
basically cancelled it.
Look at that changing of Ronaldo and Dybala. You're just getting overrun in midfield because one of the forwards is always dropping.
I always wanted Chelsea to go ahead and do that plan they had to convert Battersea Power Station into
It was going to be the best stadium.
It would have
in
actually
the
been the
world.
best stadium in the world. It was so.
was gonna look so
I love
sick.
Battersea Power Station, and I think that would have genuinely been like iconic.
Well, you never know; it might come back again. I don't know.
Nah,
But,
you couldn't do it. It was just
gone.
impractical, man.
it's more like the
Sandro,
whole.
lovely.
We might
So
see by
big.
the end of the
Rashford's
summer,
100% getting booked in the next 10 minutes.
Chelsea sold to a new owner.
Sandro's
Yeah,
been good this
his
season.
head's gone a
and
bit
he's
there.
really picked it back up.
This is the thing, though, for Chelsea. Like, not just having a good manager, but having a manager who makes players enjoy their football is such a huge advantage for you as a club.
Yeah.
Like, if Hazard has a huge season where he just scores a bunch of goals and really enjoys his game, then I think you're going to
That was a
find that players
horrible
really want to
touch
join
from
you.
Armchair.
I don't think Hazard was that great against United.
This is
There's only so many games you
Yeah,
can
exactly,
be
of course,
the best
of course.
player in the
This
world.
is currently running as like an almost exact like minute for minute
Play by
replica of
play.
the Chelsea game, where we're just getting completely overrun in the midfield and they're just dictating this tempo.
You actually sucked Chelsea into a bit more of a direct game in the second half. I'm not
We
sure
got
if that's going to be
frustrated.
your tact again this half, but I mean, Juventus are much further along than Sarri is with Chelsea, despite that start, and the control here is, I think, even more poised than Chelsea were in the first half.
Yeah, they do look in complete and utter. I mean, they're just totally dominant.
But look, at,
Quadrado
like,
dropped so deep.
But where Quadrado is now, but they're all doing that. Look now Dybala's dropping deep. Now Ronaldo's gone central. There's such a good understanding tactically.
Look at Dybala's in.
Dybala's
Oh,
left
my
wing.
goodness
That
me.
was-
What
But
a
who
ball.
just stepped out the line then? Who just?
Oh, better ball,
wasted,
man.
honestly,
Left foot.
who was it who just which centre back stepped
I
out the
know,
line
yeah.
then? Because there was a 40-yard gap where our centre back
Chiellini is
should
having
have
to work hard against Lukaku, in fact. But this is the thing. This is why pretty much every big club presses now, because when you go a goal down, and they've got most of the ball, you have to have a proactive plan to win it back. You can't just wait, because Juve will pass it around all night and nobody will have an opportunity to... you won't even get an opportunity to counter-attack. But the problem is, in the early days, Mourinho would have had a team sit deep and they'd have been really compact. But here, they're neither pressing nor are they making it difficult for Juve to pass it through them. And that's a really worrying combination.
Yeah, I mean, our centre-backs, it's like a pivot system. One of them flies out the line and leaves a 30-yard gap with no communication to the fullback, who never tucks in. So it's just consistent, a ball set off, running behind, and he's just dinked over the top and he's in every single time. It's happened to us about 15 times this season, and it's already happened twice in this game.
Hamill's right, though. This is nightmarish if you've got a badly drilled back line,
City
because
won
they're
it.
just moving around.
Yeah, City have just scored since Kieran and James are
What
punching
goal
the air
scorer?
down the table.
David Silva, one
Just,
of the nicest
or was
guys
it
to
Bernardo
dribble.
Silva?
They'll rub a bit of salt in the wound.
Bernardo.
Who are they playing?
Shakhtar.
Whatever.
I would love to.
Yes.
I would have loved to see Allegri when he first taken over how long it's taken him to get his squad to this kind of level where they understand like their movements and stuff like this.
Well,
Like,
Allegri
how
won-
long the training sessions taken.
How mad is it that Allegri won Serie A with AC Milan?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know. That was a good team, though.
Yeah.
and Allegri took over from Conte,
run.
didn't he? So
Whoa.
he just sort of had
That's
to
so good.
add that attacking fluidity. They
Look
were
at-
so well drilled
Oh,
defensively.
no. You
Why
can-
is Matic not tracking his man there then?
It was under Allegri. They have enjoyed their best points total, right? I think
Yeah. Oh, no, I think they might have
over
got
100
100
with Conte.
I think they
And
got
Martial
100
sleeping.
on
and
Conte.
95
No
with
one's
Allegri,
tracking
actually.
him.
Got
if I
Martial
remember
sleeping,
correctly, but-
nobody tracking
And of course
Dybala.
that unbeaten season with Conte as well.
But it's just that they're consistently Excellent.
What's he like? Dybala's just crossed
How's
in
that-
from the
how's
right
that
wing.
not goal kick?
He's been on the right wing for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and he's meant to be playing left wing.
How's that a corner?
I forget, he was behind the line there.
In fairness, it helps with Juve that here, for instance, you're looking at a team which has 2 new players in the lineup since last season.
Yeah, this
that
feels
that
like
makes
2
life
now.
so much easier.
Oh! Did you see Jamie Carragher's analysis on Man United's sort of set piece defending?
It's
On Monday
so
Night Football?
bad.
Did he say it was bad?
It was actually Lukaku's role, and it was actually pretty good, pretty original thinking. I thought just his role from set pieces, and just how he's a little bit tactically ill-disciplined at times, and he can't afford to be so because he's one of their
Big
Well,
units.
the first goal on the weekend was Pogba's fault.
We concede so many chances from set pieces, and we have a massive team. I don't know how it
Oh my
happens
God.
every game. It's just a total lack of discipline from our defence every game, repeatedly. Where is the coaching? What are they working on week in, week
He's
out
gone,
on the
boys.
training ground from set pieces? Because we lose our man from every corner.
You've gone from positive. You got to chucking in a towel after 30 minutes. This is an extremely impressive Juve side. Don't be too downhearted,
1-0
mate.
down, mate.
I'm not, but look at the way. I wouldn't be downhearted if we were playing decent
It is-
football
this
and
is
pressing them and forcing them into
I
mistakes.
mean, that was one of the biggest changes from the first to the second half. You actually were much more aggressive in the press in the second half. And if Ander Herrera comes on, which he probably will, then that will free Pogba up to maybe do a bit more pressing, or Herrera will probably fly around the pitch like a headless chicken.
Well, just so far, if you look, we're 30 minutes in, Mata's just been completely null and void.
But then again, against Chelsea, I
if
thought
we're
the
not in
first half we
possession
weren't
of
that
the
great
if we're
either.
not in possession of the ball, Mata is totally
nice.
null
This
and
is
void.
nice. Hello.
This is nice.
Martial
Yeah,
coming in off the
It's like
wing.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Again, though,
So
a lot,
look, Joe,
a lot of
enjoy
people
it.
isolated.
Look how quickly Juventus get back into their defensive shape.
And Martial's having to fill into
5,
those spaces.
2.
Look at Mata.
He's
look
in,
at
put him
Mata,
in.
look at Mata.
How bad was that by Pogba?
Uh-oh.
Nice. Well dealt with, Smalls.
There you go.
Do it.
Yeah, this is the problem.
It's
though,
lovely
like-
Rashford. Oh!
I mean, that was a
Some help
dangerous
there.
foot hanging out there from Alexandro. I think you're right, Tomlinson. This
Wow, what a great
Rashford
shot.
could cause Tomlinson could cause Sandro problems all
Ooh.
night. Problems like we're having with our stream at current. It's back on.
Get it out of your feet, Mata. He's so slow on the ball at times, Mata.
Ashley Young.
There it is. Put him in.
Is he
no.
right-footed or
Oh,
left-footed?
nice.
Wow.
Deliver.
How bad is Alexander if he's getting rinsed
Oh.
by Young?
Oh, that.
Corner.
There we go.
Here you go.
Getting a bit more joy on this right-hand
Just
side.
attack
too.
Alexander.
Here comes Smalling.
It's the
Here
first
comes
time I've seen
Smalling.
Ashley Young do a man with that move in a year and a half.
I still hate
Telling
when
you,
he comes
Smalling
from that.
rising.
Oh,
Matter in that Champions League
I
final
think
puts it in
Lukaku's got
Drogba.
this.
Oh.
Come on then, Rom. Salmon.
good ball.
Smalling!
Really good ball.
Oh, it was nearly Christopher, wasn't it?
Oh, God, look at Matic's run.
Doesn't look like
That's definitely our ball.
Oh,
Go on,
horrible-
Mars,
horrible
have
to
it.
watch.
Was it? Who was it on the overlap for Chelsea's first goal? Because I've never seen Matic look slower.
It's a great run by Shaw. It's a
Uh,
great run by
I
Shaw.
can't
Wow.
That's
Who was
unlucky.
that?
Unlucky,
Yeah, but that's
man.
unlucky.
That's
you know,
really
he's not far
unlucky.
away from connecting.
Who scored the first goal?
Jesus.
Wow, that's
Uh-oh.
pretty poor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this defender
Lindelof's
is
just
rank.
pointing at things.
Where are you going, Lindelof?
What is Lindelof
You've
doing?
left Dybala again.
He's
He
so
did
lucky
so
because
well
that was
then.
so
He's lucky
blatant.
that-
He was going to slide in. It was so
Dybala-
blatant.
Dybala
Yeah,
though
it
could
was-
have
that
done
was
better
very
with a couple
obvious.
of these ones, man. Like he needs to just try and cut back on Lindelof and get on his left.
The overlap was so on there with the crisper pass. Right.
Yeah, and Cuadrado delayed a little bit too long, didn't he? And then played a little kind of P roller. Must be so frustrating, busting a gut to get up there.
United are having a little bit of joy with Rashford and Martial coming a little bit more central in between the lines.
This is aggressive here, man. There are 6 guys up there, like all across the
Bang
line
it,
with
yeah.
Pogba to pick the pass.
The other Manchester team has scored
There,
again.
man.
It was
Laporte.
Laporte.
I mean,
Bilbao.
heading into that,
Why?
that defensive
Good for
unit,
Martial.
they become very narrow very quickly, don't they? Juve?
Go on, Mars.
Going down the middle, I don't think is going to work. But
Using Rashford and Martial this much in build-up play just seems like it's not been planned.
Yeah,
Like,
because
that's not why you have those
it's
guys in the
basically
team.
like they're like, right, giving me the ball, I've had enough.
Quick roundup around Europe.
Let's
go
go.
on, Zacco.
City 2-0 up against Shakhtar Donetsk. Roma are beating CSK Moscow 1-0 at home. Hoffenheim Lyon 1-1. Real Madrid still winning 1-0. And Ajax Benfica is 0-0.
Who scored in Hoffenheim Lyon?
Was it Reece Nelson?
It was Kramaric
Yep.
and Bertrand Traore.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Interesting.
They've been
That'd be an
playing really
interesting
well
game.
at the start of this season.
Hoffenheim.
Is it Hoffenheim or Hertha?
Hoffenheim right now have pretty much the best attack
Look
in
at,
the
look at,
Bundesliga.
oh my goodness, look at Dybala then.
Got a 3-1 win at the weekend. Been very impressive recently. It's kind of a last hurrah for them, obviously under Nagelsmann, but he's leaving that club in a great state. And the fact that they got him in, hopefully it'll be like Spurs with Pochettino, where they'll think, right, okay, maybe we should stop just picking like a random guy, and we should start actually thinking carefully about the kind of club we want to be.
Great that Reece Nelson's just come in and filled that void left by Serge Gnabry as well. I think he got a brace the other week.
Yeah, he's banging goals at the moment, overperforming quite a bit, but getting loads of minutes and at a really young age. That's very exciting.
Is he
for
on
Arsenal
loan?
fans.
Deliveroo. What are we saying, guys? Chicken.
I think
Deliveroo.
chicken.
100%.
Yeah, but not that
Not on the
slim
bone.
chicken
Oh,
rubbish.
come
Nothing on the
on.
bone.
Not on the
either.
bone.
Not on the
Yes.
bone.
So
It's
I'm
been a disaster.
gonna put
Tenders
chicken.
only.
Other chicken retailers are available.
And if you want to
Chicken.
sponsor us and you're a chicken retailer, please do let us
Just
know on
if
Twitter.
you're watching, shout out for the Stat Wars love. So
You're paying them back by going on Deliveroo.
Such a poor ball.
just if you're watching,
Go Martial.
sorry.
Go Martial.
Templeman, question, please.
Question.
Go Tony.
Hold on, they're on
Oh, should have slipped that in the gap.
People in the comment section are playing the expected goals drinking game.
Hey.
Drink.
I would too.
Massive.
We don't do any drinks.
Expected goals.
And
Right.
Cortado says, do you guys believe Juventus are good enough to win the Champions League this season?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe
Obviously.
They're certainly as good as Real Madrid
Slim
were
chickens.
last season and the season
Really?
before.
Why do you like it?
Well, the last time I had Slim Chickens, the chicken tasted of nothing. It was fairly averagely fried. The best bit about it
very
was a
outnumbered
piece of
there.
toast. So if you go to a fried
was it
chicken
that?
joint
I don't
and
care.
it has the good toast, all I'm saying is no fried chicken place should have better toast than chicken.
But every fried chicken place
I
we've
fully
suggested, you've
disagree.
complained about,
Slim
which
Chickens
suggests
is
to me that
lovely.
you might just
You don't
not
want to have the
be
other
great
place we
at
went to
assessing
on
fried chicken.
Friday, which is actually nice, but we just ordered the wrong things.
Slim Chickens was lovely.
Anyway,
No, I think me and you had it cold last time, Tomlinson, and it didn't age
did,
well in the
you did
box.
have it cold.
So
When I
let's
said
give it a
something-
second chance. Let's get it ordered anyway.
Oh,
Faff about.
Go on then, just order it. Where's Matic?
Quadrado.
Where's Matic?
Harry
Where is
Matic.
Matic?
he's jogging back.
Can someone-
Here
Oh,
we
there
go.
we go.
Ronaldo
This
versus
should be
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a gallon, isn't
Actually,
it?
it's just put him on the
murdered
ground.
him.
my
Love it,
God.
youngie.
Let's have a look at this menu.
Ronaldo actually eating the turf. He's mooing after that one.
Not a booking, no.
Honestly, can someone please tell me when they're breaking away there, where is Matic? Because
Right.
his whole role is to
He's
support the
ball
defence and basically screen them.
Right, are we all going for the 5 tenders?
There's a 5 tender meal thing in it with chips and all that.
5 tender meal thing. I think we need
Fresh,
to, we need
cooked,
to, pick
to order
sauces.
wing meal. The wing meal or the tender meal?
Tender meal.
Tender
100%.
meal. Tender
Tender.
meal. Tender meal.
Tender 100%.
Where's the meal?
Tender?
Surely that'd just be one of the most popular options.
Kieran, what do you want? Tender?
Who cares?
Fair.
Yeah, that's 30 seconds later.
What do you want? Tenders?
Love me tender, love me sweet.
Wait, Cristiano Ronaldo stepped up, boys.
Wait, yeah,
this is top left
This is a
spins.
Cristiano
Right.
Ronaldo.
Slim chickens can wait.
Just going in.
Oh, hey, that's so bad.
Oh, not a bad second
If
save. though.
Matuidi's done that on purpose, that is such
That
a
was
good
proper
strike.
cat with a
Ooh.
ball of wool, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what's on it?
Yeah.
That was so. David Hay is so usually so
Matuidi's so
good
good
at
at
claiming them.
Nah, come on. you
Oh,
can't claim
why
it.
isn't the meal an option?
What do you mean you can't claim that?
Matuidi's so good at getting in on those, man. Every time.
He always scores scrappy
Yeah.
goals, doesn't he, Matuidi?
Yeah, but he's so useful. He's just smart. He just reads the game well.
How deep Pogba's picking it? Pogba's picking the ball up from
Yeah,
the goal.
but I mean,
Yeah,
look,
it is.
he was being pressed by
But
Dybala
I'm
and Ronaldo. You don't want Chris
Marinated
Smalling.
tenders meal.
I think Sergios wanted a burger.
So is everyone going for the 5 tender meal, yeah?
Please.
Sure.
But
Yes,
we've all got to
please.
pick our sauces.
We have to pick our sauces.
What does Serge want? Serge, if you're
what?
watching or listening, then let us know in the comments because obviously you're upstairs.
God,
Nobody's
we
up
just
there.
Say hello
We'll
to
get-
Serge in
we're
the
gonna
comments
have
as
to
well.
guess.
He's monitoring the comments today and he's replying to and he's picking the best ones. So I want to see a few hashtag hello Serges in the next 5 minutes.
Serge wants a burger.
We're moving on this
A
one.
burger.
Well, he's answered now, so don't bother.
movement on that.
Okay. Choose two dips. Is everyone just going to have like 2 generic like
No.
dips? Oh, don't go niche. There's about
the
15
choices.
options.
Oh,
mate.
that's
I know,
so
I
good
know.
though.
I
The
know.
gravy.
Sriracha garlic, mango
Oh.
habanero,
Pick
Spicy
one of
barbecue.
each, and then we can
garlic
just dip.
parmesan.
Any
Spicy
chance, Pogba?
barbecue.
You get 2 dips with your meal.
Pjanic is so good.
Yeah, just get a few barbecues, mate. Just
Make sure
I
you
don't
get the
care.
get
Don't get
Korean.
a
Can you
garlic
please
one.
get me garlic?
Get the Korea barbecue. That's so good.
So shall I just pick a variety, yeah?
Yeah, pick a variety.
Come on. It's not what the viewers tuned in for.
I
Get a bunch
actually
of-
well, it
reckon
should
a
be.
bunch of
chicken, a
barbecues.
chicken
That's what
live.
you want.
This is the football feast after all.
Some of them temps. Let's have another question.
Everyone's just suggesting
Three
what
of us on
food we
phones
should
here.
get at the moment. KFC, wasn't
KFC, get out of it. We're not going to KFC.
Bacardi
Why are you
rum.
on your phone?
I've got standards. Okay.
Oh,
Come on, Zach, commentate.
who's getting?
Can you just cover?
A little bit.
bit-
Any questions, Temps?
It's been a bit of iffy. There's been a bit of bargy going on. Chiellini ain't happy.
Throw you a question and then let just get forgotten.
Pogba and Chiellini have had a bit of a clash.
How many others is there? 1,
He's
2,
getting told off.
6, 7. I'm not missing anyone out, am I?
Serge?
Serge is the 7th.
Oh, they might
No,
5. It's still
Serge
good.
is-
Serge is the
Serge is the eighth.
8th.
Can you not
Magnificent
count?
7. No, we've established that.
Ooh.
Out!
How are professional
Wow.
football players
Uh-oh.
so bad at taking corners?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. That is
It's
something
always
that
infuriated me.
infuriates me more than anything
Chelsea
else
are
in
also
football.
terrible.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely.
What infuriates me
So little
is when a
goals come from
striker
corners, though.
shepherds the ball out to win a corner, which is almost always a terrible idea, unless you're literally right in the corner.
Because it's like the
It's much
corner
better to
taker
have the
can
ball
never
in
just
the
put it
final
into the
third
box
without the defence
properly.
being set.
I 100%
What
think-
did you want? Garlic?
I don't care. Something to do with garlic, yes.
Something to do with garlic.
Let us pick 2.
Oh, it's a lovely touch.
Oh, he's
Give
done
me-
so well.
Get me a Korean barbecue, please.
I've just ordered
All I'm saying.
4 of the same sauces.
Just a bunch of barbecues. Good.
So-
Ronaldo
What was
did.
it,
Don't
barbecue?
care.
garlic, parmesan, Korean barbecue on 4 of them, barbecue
Perfect.
and blue cheese on 4 of them.
Blue
Just
cheese
eat.
barbecue.
Track your man, Matty!
Just Eat just DM'd me and told me, tell Chris to check his DMs.
Oh, no. I've been rumbled.
Just
He's
eat, I'm not
actually
happy.
fuming.
I
Just
don't-
eat a fuming
Listen.
with him.
I didn't download the app. I'm sorry. I panicked. I clicked the first provider.
Check your DMs first, they might be offering free food.
Okay, fair
won
enough.
this.
Check your DMs first.
Order it.
Oh,
I mean, this is exceptional. Just eat 'em.
What have they said?
On it.
Check
Well,
it.
just
Check your
half on
DMs.
Wait, because they might be giving us
They
free
might be
food
giving
here,
us free
Justy. If you are giving us free food,
Alright, let's not appear desperate on camera.
We are.
Well,
Big shout out to DR, he's the person that keeps
Zach.
listening to us.
stop
Tell
it.
Chris, I've been rumbled. Rumbaldinio'd.
Oh!
You can't just shout goal every
Mr.
time.
Hamill, we've got some fantastic news for you. How does a voucher sound?
Oh,
Just eat coming up, Trump.
Just eat.
Get in the boys.
Easy game.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, how much is the voucher for? Because we're going to need at least £100.
You're right. We've shot about that.
Oh, I do love you, DR.
Are you now just in a conversation with
Yeah.
Justy? Rather than-
He goes to
Right, just eat. Have hijacked
gonna-
this live stream.
They'll get back to us at like 85 minutes.
I'll be honest, let's get a question from
Yes,
the viewers at home.
we are.
Stop
gonna
talking
talk
over
about
each other.
food.
It's embarrassing.
Alright,
AS Roma have just scored again, by the way, 2-0.
oh, nice.
Dzeko, second of the game. Let's go on.
NGB says, what strikers should Chelsea buy in January?
What? I've got unlimited money, or can I not? I'd be a bit realistic.
I don't know.
He's going to say a card.
What-
Yeah,
whoever you
exactly.
want.
100%.
be a
Icardi
card.
would be mental. But I just don't think we'd be able to
Who would
afford
you
it.
realistically get?
Realistically, it depends what kind of football we want to play like next season.
What about
If that makes
Cavani?
sense.
What?
I don't know.
He's 1,000 years old.
Yeah, he's a
You
lot
know you
older.
should get that Mishi Batshuayi. He's pretty good.
He's alright, I've heard.
I think you should get a Cardi.
Yeah, but unless we're splashing out 100 million, it's not happening.
So splash 100 mil then.
We can't because we've got the whole Roman Abramovich situation.
Sell
And
Morata.
that-
You can if you decide that you don't want the two very good young strikers you have, then just sell them and buy a Cardi. That's
Yeah, it's not
perfectly
the worst
fine.
shout, but often
Like,
football,
it's not like
football
you
never
haven't
works
got
like that.
assets. You could have got 50 mil for Willian in the summer,
A lot of
That, I
people,
don't
and he's
understand
also
what you take.
30.
Try 70.
I mean, a lot of people in the comments are saying Madrid should get a Cardi.
Yeah, exactly. That's
yeah, Madrid
and that's
will
what I
always
think
not
will
Madrid
happen.
should get any striker who can get a bunch
Well, well
of
played
shots.
Lindelof there.
Yep.
Dealt with that
Give
very
it-
well.
I'll actually take Dybala. Dybala up front.
Oh, you take
football-
Dybala?
The football between
big of
Hazard
you.
and Dybala would be ridiculous.
You should offer us loads of money for
What
Aubameyang.
will we say about
Matt, somebody take Matic off the pitch. Get him off the pitch at half time.
he needs?
Pete,
You need to respond quickly.
loads.
Joe needs his food. He's about ready to lose.
Wait,
it.
just order it.
If he punts one more ball out of play in this half, I'm going to fully lose my head.
Just Eat can get the next
Just-
one.
Just
Eat
Eat
can get the
delivered.
next stream.
Oh,
Oh, what, have they?
Iris, Just Eat. You guys.
He's actually given us £100 code. So yeah, nice one, dear.
Fair play.
Just eat, everybody.
What is
That's
our
how
life?
you run a social media account.
What is our life? Where we Just Eat DMs us.
I tell you what though, he's working overtime.
Oh,
the plug.
respect DR.
We
Hey,
tweeted
from
Deliveroo, didn't want to hear about it. We tweeted who else?
Ooh.
Anyone and everyone.
All right, Pogba needs some protection.
Alright,
here.
so
He's
what we
been
get
wiped
from
out
Just Eat
way
then?
too
I
many
have to
times.
download Just Eat now, don't I?
Oh, no.
Thames, don't be so negative. The
It's
man
fine. No, he
delivered.
smashed it.
No.
Right.
Um,
See what the selection's like.
But yeah, like I'll be honest, it really
don't they
depends on our
just
situation in terms of
get the
Chelsea
next
wise. It really depends if Roman Abramovich can still afford to pay money.
Mate, there's definitely work that could be done on that squad. You
Yeah,
can sell some
you're gonna
people
sell-
and
Oh, of
find
course.
some
I think
back.
the right wing needs to be changed as well. That's, I think, maybe more of a pressing issue. Williams 30, 31,
That's
Pedro's
outrageous by
32.
That was sensational.
Matter.
but-
Ooh, industrial language.
Unless Mason Mount play right wing?
Mate, you're going to
Oh,
sell
God.
Christensen in January.
Do you think? Listen, I'd
take Christensen off you.
I tweeted yesterday that after Monday Night Football that I think Real Madrid or Chelsea should break the bank for Icardi. But do you think Icardi is the best fit for Sarri's system? Because he often goes missing. I take it he doesn't like joining the build-up play. Averages about 13 passes a game. Low chance creation. That's about 0.7 key pass a game. Not bad for someone who only passes it 15 times. But he'd have to get a lot more involved with play, wouldn't they? No doubt he'd do well, but would he be Sarri's first choice?
I don't know. I mean, like when Higuain was under Sarri, and
Great
also
first half.
when he played Milik, but neither one of those players was heavily involved in the build-up. Obviously, that wasn't his preference. He'd rather have Mertens there, but he has previously been fine with having a poacher up front. But if you just want a poacher, why not use Batshuayi, who's very, very good at that, and actually is faster than Icardi, can run the channels as well. Icardi's not going to do that. Icardi's a pure finisher. And if you want to get that kind of like nippy little forward who's going to interchange with your wide men, there are probably better options than going for somebody like that.
If Batshuayi doesn't start next season, we have to sell him. There's no way he goes on loan again.
Yeah.
Or what about
I think the real question is that who's going to replace Hazard for you? Because you're not keeping hold of him, are you?
It's half time. Then what's your analysis, Joe, of Manchester United's first half performance?
Rubbish. We've been rubbish, haven't we? We haven't created an attack. All we've done is we've just slotted the ball into Pogba and Matic, who've hoofed it forward towards the wingers or Lukaku, and 80% of the time it's gone out of play.
I am starting to feel for Lukaku. I know you think he needs a rest, and his stats would suggest so. His shot numbers have dropped. How long has his barren spell been without a goal now for United?
Don't know.
Not too long, but yeah, you're actually creating nothing.
Yeah. Let's mix it
from
up.
central
Let's
areas.
mix it
Set
up.
pieces appear to be your best.
I'd
bet at
have
the moment.
Matter off. He's been completely ineffectual first half. Total waste of a player on the pitch, Juan Mata, that first half. If Lingard's on the bench, I'd have him on straight away second half.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And if he doesn't want to bring Lingard on, then put Herrera in the midfield, drop him deeper alongside Matic, move Pogba into the advanced position, take Lukaku off, and have a fluid front three of Sanchez, Martial, and Rashford, with Pogba slipping balls in behind.
Why isn't Lingard starting this season like he was last season?
Because I'll tell you, I think he might be burnt out. I don't know, but he barely played any minutes. I also think that you'll probably see in the second half, which has been a staple of United this season, is a central midfielder dropping into centre back, which will probably be Paul Pogba.
Oh, good God.
Which is
You
just
can't afford to drop Pogba. He's the only person who looks like doing anything.
Imagine.
Well, so far this season, I have seen Matic, McTominay, Herrera, and Pogba all spend time at central.
And
defence.
they've all been horrible.
Horrible.
Imagine when Pogba plays back at Juventus, how much he's going to miss that noise. And what about if Juve just buy him again in the summer?
What are you talking about? It's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah,
Because United are going to ask for 200 million and they can't afford it.
Yeah, I think they'll get a new manager in the summer. Like, I think the people who run...
What, Juve?
Man United.
good.
I think the people who run Man United are unwilling to let Mourinho kind of destroy the young talent at the club, and there's no way they're going to let Pogba go.
I think Martial's probably going to sign a new contract. I think as well,
Yeah.
between 150, 200k a week. He's basically planning now to outstay Mourinho, isn't he, at United?
Yeah,
that's effectively what he's doing.
It's not a dumb move. Like, it looks like Mourinho's going, and if I were a club and I had to pick between Martial and Mourinho, I would pick Martial.
What manager do you think will come in then?
There'll be people who are available.
Loads of available managers.
Jardim,
Zidane. United are going to go big for Pochettino, I reckon.
Whoa.
Well, why not? You know, United spend £100 million on midfielders and
I have literally
and
no idea
forwards.
why he'd want to go.
Money. Man United will give you 20 mil.
He's going to have to rebuild our whole team from scratch.
He's not.
He is.
He's absolutely not.
They're not. It's not a
he needs
good
about
squad.
4 players, but away from it being a fine squad.
It's a terrible squad.
It's no worse than Tottenham's squad.
The
if you
first
added a
team
couple
is
of
the
really
first team
elite
is
centre
so
backs.
much worse.
No, it's not.
If you added a couple of really elite centre backs, that's quite hard.
It's not
Like,
for a club like Man United when you've got bottomless
You've
pits
tried
of
to do
cash.
that and haven't managed it.
We could have if we wanted to.
How could you have? Like, this is the thing. Centre backs are really hard to recruit.
No, they're not. We could have signed Alderweireld in the summer if we wanted to, but the powers
But
that be
even
went
he-
no.
But even he is very old and injury prone. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a very good player, but that's not like a foolproof solution.
And do we not
you could have
think-
bought Alderweireld in, and he could have been injured.
Do you
for
not
half the
think as
season.
well that if Pochettino came in, he would improve a player like Eric Bailly? Because I think he significantly would.
I definitely do, but I also think Bailly's kind of injury prone as well. And I think if he came in, he might say, you know what, I don't actually like Luke Shaw that much. I need to buy a new right back. I don't have any backup in full back positions. I hate my centre backs. I've got one competent central midfielder who I actually like. In attack, I've got one very, very good player, one pretty promising player. There's a lot of work to be done.
In attack,
there.
you've got loads of talent.
You've got 3
Bucket
players.
loads
I
of
like.
talent. No,
I would
come
sell
on.
Sanchez.
Martial, Rashford, and Lukaku are really good levels of talent. With
Rashford's quite good.
With Lingard and Juan Mata playing backups,
No,
that's fine.
If I
for
arrived
Man
at United, I would
Pochettino.
need to shift out so many people just to get space on the wage bill. And you'd immediately want to say, we've got Alexis Sanchez here hoovering up money and we're getting almost nothing out of him. Get rid of him.
Yes, get rid of him. I completely agree.
yeah.
But equally, it doesn't.
Why would I want to do that if I were Pochettino rather than just add the 1 or 2 pieces that are missing from my Tottenham's team?
Because Poch has taken Tottenham as far as they can go.
That's not
They
true.
don't
If they-
spend any money.
That's not true. If they'd got one central midfielder this summer, and they've spent money in the past, if they'd got one central
Why
midfielder
didn't
this
they?
summer, I don't know. Like it's difficult to tell. If
they're
that's
not
going to
gonna
be
back him.
if that's going to be the
And
case,
they've just spent 300 million on a stadium.
yeah, but at the same time, you could say, okay, well, Bayern Munich might be looking for a manager in the near future. PSG, I've only given Tuchel a 2-year contract. Juventus, Allegri will move on at some point. Real Madrid, who knows what's going to happen with Lopetegui?
I mean,
I
there's
would think
definitely
I
better
could
options.
I would think I could get a better option if.
But
I
my
were
point is,
Pochettino.
United should definitely go for him.
Yeah, they should go for him, but they're not going to get him. Like, and then you run the risk of going to your second choice guy, and
Zidane.
he says, "Well, you just wanted Pochettino."
Or your 6th choice guy, David Moyes.
I think we'll
Get him
go
back.
for.
Rodgers.
It's inevitably going to be Zidane, so it's just like it's
But
written
Moyes
on
was
the
6th
wall.
choice,
Isn't it?
wasn't he, when he came?
Well,
written
so
on the
that
wall,
they say
isn't
that
it?
now, but I think that might be Fergie arse covering. To be honest with you,
Fair play.
I think he might just be trying to cover the fact that he made a bad pick.
Don't know. He did definitely go for Guardiola because Guardiola said as much in his autobiography, didn't he? And he bit
What
him
a
off.
genius!
He met him in New York, but he'd rather play chess and go to United.
I
Anyway,
understand
how do United get back into this second half, guys? I've been out of the conversation for 10-15 minutes trying to create a
ordering
Just
food?
Eat account. The Wi-Fi down here is terrible. I've asked if we can save the voucher for next time. DR's done an absolute job for us,
Shout out to
but
Dia.
we're in the basement. We're suffering. I can't create an account.
It's 116 degrees
But
Celsius.
next time, there you go.
So
Right, so have we ordered delivery then?
We've ordered food. We've ordered
We've
food.
ordered food. We've ordered generic food.
We've ordered food
Unbranded
from an
food.
unbranded delivery service.
this time.
Remove the Y and add 2 O's and you get pretty close.
that is outstanding work from him, though.
Yeah,
Well
it is.
done.
We'll be
Well
back
done.
next week.
What a hero.
DR.
Yeah, he's done really
Or the week
well.
after.
Thank
Or
you,
the week
Dia.
after, whenever the next Champions League night
Cheers,
is.
DR. You're a good man.
I want to know DR's full name.
No, he's
No,
a
I
doctor.
just like
Darren, he's definitely a Darren.
Let's all have guesses at his name, then he
The
can
love
send it.
doctor.
Daniel.
Oh, I don't know.
Daniel
how-
Radcliffe.
I reckon-
Just the first
Yeah,
name.
I
it's
reckon
Daniel
Derek.
I was going to say Derek.
Oh.
I was going to say Derek.
I'm feeling
Denzel.
Darren.
He's a Richard, but he goes with Dick.
Oh!
Yeah. Dick, brackets Richard. That's what DR stands for.
It's definitely going to be either
I'm going to go
Derek or Dan.
What's
gonna go
crazy is
Denzel.
he's a Stat Wars fan.
Denzel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Denzel?
Interesting.
I don't know. This is a
No
rogue
chance
shout.
Equaliser's watching this.
He's got a lovely tan, Dybala.
There's no chance the Equaliser's watching this.
The
The only Denzel.
Of all the roles you could have picked,
No, my favourite
one of his
Denzel
throwaway B films. It's
Yeah,
absolutely-
it's
That's
one
a
of
great-
those
it's a great
throwaway
film.
B
it's
films.
absolutely monkhouse.
It's not good.
You two, so classless.
Oh. I mean, not
Watch
an
Man
awful,
on Fire instead.
not an awful. Oh,
That
Man on Fire's alright.
here at Man on Fire.
What's the one where he's in a bank robbery of Clive Owen?
The Inside Man.
Inside Man. That's pretty.
That's good.
That
That
is
is a
good.
great film.
It's
That
alright,
is
man.
good.
It's alright.
But what is your great film?
I thought Flight
What is
was
your
one of
great
his
film?
better entries of late.
Oh,
Guns.
I hated Flight.
Is
Two
your
Guns is
great
terrible.
film?
I thought Flight.
Two Guns was
I
bad,
thought
yeah.
Flight. I thought he carried Flight.
Oh, he's good in it, but I think Flight is one of the worst films that's ever been nominated for an Oscar. I despised it.
Scalzi has gone
It's
so
so
great.
badly written and everything's terrible in it. And I was so annoyed because the cast is so good. It's got John Goodman in it as well. It's a
I never saw
disgrace.
Fences. How was that?
I didn't see it.
Oh,
I've seen the play.
Fences is quality.
You're a big fan of Viola Davis, aren't you?
I am a big fan of Viola Davis, mainly because of how to get away with
I
murder.
mean, not to interrupt this film chat, but it is half time. We usually get the most new viewers in. So if you are a new viewer to Football Daily, hit subscribe, get your questions in. We're going to do a 5-minute power question
We're
session.
watching highlights
because
of
at the
Man United
moment
being
we're watching Man
absolutely
United and we're
dreadful.
talking about Denzel Washington's film history. So
I'm
new
enjoying it,
watchers, hit subscribe for more of this great
What
content.
about Denzel Dumfries, who they could sign at right back from PSV Eindhoven, bringing it back to football? There you go.
A 5-minute quick fire question.
Yeah. Henry says El Clasico predictions for this weekend.
Where is it?
Barcelona 3-1.
Doesn't matter.
I
Barcelona
think
are going to win.
it's at Madrid.
I mean, they're both pretty bad, but Barcelona are quite a lot
Messi
better.
Messi's out, isn't he?
But Barcelona, it's clear how they can improve. Whereas Real Madrid far more desperate at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Barcelona are a work in progress, whereas Real Madrid are a disaster.
Yes.
They're all over the place. And I really don't see how they get better without really spending quite a lot of money.
I will go.
3-1 Barca?
Yeah, that's
what I said.
Maybe even 3-0. I don't trust Real to score.
Major
anything.
surgery
No
needed,
Messi,
of
though,
course.
no Messi.
Messi out for 3 weeks with that
Oh,
with that
no.
fractured arm.
So have to play a front line of Suarez, Coutinho, Dembele.
Yeah,
It's
Dembele,
not- it's not bad.
Dembele came on for
Mate,
Messi.
did you see
It's not-
Madrid's?
it's not bad.
Did you see Madrid's front three at the weekend?
What was it?
Vile.
Was it Vazquez?
Mariano, Vasquez, and Asensio.
Oh, God.
That's like the Madrid
It's
side of
brutal.
95 who finished fifth.
That's like that's a
That's
Castilla
brutal.
front line.
That actually is terrible. Asensio's the only
Yeah.
one there who you think is actually very good.
That's a Castilla front line. I don't care what anyone says. In fact, I bet did those three play together at Castilla?
No. Asensio came from
Yeah,
Espanyol,
he's-
right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Massive news. I've been sent what the D stands for.
Is it? Go on. Who was closest?
Darren.
Was anyone?
Darren.
Was
I called Darren. I called Darren at the start.
All right. It's not a competition, but
No,
I
yeah,
did
but I
win.
went with Darren in the end. All right, quick fire question, boys. As we
Come
said,
on, let's do
we just
some
spent about
questions.
2
Let's do
minutes.
some questions.
Absolutely blasted.
Let's pretend this is about football.
Let's do it. Lewis says, what big team has the worst youth system?
In terms of getting them into their first team,
However you want to
because
perceive
if
it.
it's that, it's Chelsea or City.
Oh, but
If
City
it's-
have an
if
incredible
it's-
youth.
Yeah, but if it's in general, like what their quality's like, I don't know. How
You know what?
Chelsea
Bayern
don't
haven't
have a
produced
bad
anyone forever.
Spurs actually okay.
Kimmich they bought in from RB Leipzig.
yeah.
Kimmich came in from Leipzig. Like the only good player they've really got
that.
coming through the academy is Fruchtel, who's the goalkeeper, who they think might be the heir to Neuer. That's genuinely it. All the other
He
good
sounds
players.
like a sweet.
Yeah, he's rubbish. He's 18.
It wasn't Darren, it was Dom, sorry.
Oh, we had a whole
come
bit.
on.
We had a whole bit
That's
there.
it. My last I interrupted.
Stop.
Last bit of
Toretto.
chat about
It was
Darren.
Dom.
I don't
No,
care.
I'm calling Darren
I don't
from
care
here on in.
about him, to be honest.
Oh, we do. He lied.
He
He
lied.
lied.
He's derailed the whole chat.
Next question.
That's what DR stands for, derail.
Menace 18 says, who is the myth?
Oh, do you know what? The myth
What
is
do you
getting
mean?
revealed
As if that's
on
made it onto a
Wednesday.
live stream. You just asked it.
The myth is
I
getting
mean, like, as if it's in the chat.
revealed on Wednesday. There's a lot of
is.
rumours
Oh,
around here.
oh.
The
Next-
It's
next
gonna be
Wednesday,
so
not Wednesday
underwhelming
coming.
when
Look at
he's
that for a plug.
revealed.
It's-
not in the way he reveals it.
Oh,
it's not.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, almost. Some would say he took it too far.
Yeah,
but,
some.
Oh, wow.
5 minutes
We'll
too
leave,
far.
Some
leave
would
that one
say.
to come out on Tuesday or
Next
whenever it comes
Wednesday,
out,
next
because it was
Wednesday.
quite frankly a joke.
Keep them coming, temps.
How far will Liverpool get in the Champions League this year?
Semis.
Yeah, agreed.
They're much
Quarter
better.
semis.
They're much more well equipped to deal with multiple competitions this year than last year. But I still think the onus for them should be on improving in the league.
I think
What do we think?
around a 16.
Cater and Henderson have also just picked up injuries. They're not playing as well this Champions League fixture week or whatever it
Are
is.
they going to top the group or a PSG? Who's?
PSG were horrific
No chance from Napoli.
I don't.
against Liverpool.
I don't know. I think
Inept.
Liverpool.
And
I think
still could've
Liverpool.
won.
I think Liverpool battered Napoli home.
Yeah, I don't know. Losing against Napoli away, that is a big
Napoli
result
fans
for them.
aren't overly positive about their start to the season, despite being second, are they? And they beat Liverpool, I mean, pretty comfortably, Liverpool having one shot at the San Paolo all game, right? On target.
The worst performance under Klopp, according to Liverpool fans,
Wow.
which is pretty
Dramatic
damning.
of
So
them.
it was somewhat
Very
surprising. But
Very dramatic.
I don't know, I don't think they'll smash them. What makes you say that?
I just think Liverpool at home smash everybody, don't they?
Fair enough. Analysis. Bang.
Next question.
Hashtag analysis.
2011, Muttley has actually put a statement, but it poses a question. He says, not a single Manchester United player would make the Juventus team.
Well,
So
De Gea definitely would, so
which
shut
players do
your
you
mouth,
think
you
would
idiot.
actually make the Juventus
Paul
team?
Pogba.
Well,
De Gea.
David De Gea, by
Zing.
far the best goalkeeper in the world, walks into that
Is
team.
he by far, or is Ter Stegen in fact the best goalkeeper in the world?
Right now he is, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
By a
I'm
long,
ignoring
long, long, long,
Oblak.
long way.
Still stand by Kepa
I'm
as
still-
well.
David De
Oblak.
Gea has been the
Oblak's
best
gotta be one of
goalkeeper
the
in the year
best.
for 3 years, playing behind the worst backline possible at Manchester
Barcelona
United.
have been terrible in defence this year.
And they still have 70-80% possession a game. United barely muster 40
Yeah, but they
at
wouldn't have
home.
beaten. They wouldn't have beaten Sevilla the other day if it weren't for Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is the best keeper in the world right now. Overall, yeah, last few years, sure, De Gea, but Ter Stegen is not far off.
I'm unconvinced. I think De Gea's a distance better.
I'm stunned that you're unconvinced.
De Gea faces so much traffic.
He also has far worse distribution than Ter Stegen. He's not as good with his feet.
But is that because they play the ball short a lot and our defence is so incompetent at passing the ball? De Gea has to try and play worldy balls.
But he still never achieves them, whereas Ter Stegen does. I think it's fine. It's not a criticism of De Gea. I just think Ter Stegen is better with his feet. I think that's pretty clearly the case. But right now, Ter Stegen is playing out of his skin, and De Gea is, I'd say, playing below his usual level.
Yes, since the World Cup, it seems to have impacted him somewhat, doesn't it? And Jan Oblak keeping 73 clean sheets in his last 71 games in La Liga.
Only on £29,000 a week.
Do you say keeping 73 clean sheets in his last 71 games? That is remarkable.
73 clean sheets, 71 goals conceded.
That's it.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Reliving the tweet
He's
in
on
my head.
29k a week.
Listen,
According to McCubbin's
He's
Oh, whatever.
scout report, which
He's
is
probably on clean
great,
sheet
by the way.
bonuses.
he can't be.
He's probably got a clean sheet
Of
bonus
50 grand.
of about 100,000 quid.
Good God.
Go on then, what else, Tim?
Adam Hawks says, Pato, can you release a tutorial on how you trim your beard so perfectly?
Yeah, sure. Put it up on Insta. Hit me up.
Perfect. How do you do it? Do you want to just tell us now? Little teaser?
I mean,
While I try and find a
look,
Give me a bit longer, Pato.
Yeah,
but
please.
go right out there.
Look, I use a Philips trimmer. It's very expensive. It has multiple attachments. I use different ones. Trim the moustache this way. Use different lengths here. Got to go shorter at the sides. Just generally, just put some effort in. Try and keep it tight. I do my best. It's not always ideal, but I try.
I just shave mine and see what goes.
Yours has improved a lot, mate.
Yeah, man.
Looking
Past year it's
decent.
come through a lot.
It's good.
Mad.
A bit system of a down still, but it's getting better.
Don't know what that means. But still.
Right, one last one before we kick off again. If Conte goes to should Conte go to Madrid, is he the best choice right now for Madrid?
It's not the worst
Right
choice.
now,
like,
probably. Maybe Jardim,
It's
actually.
the-
That'd be interesting.
Nah, not Jardim.
But if you want to turn over a side, Jardim's not a bad guy. Conte's the best available manager,
I
right?
reckon
Yeah,
Jardim's
100%.
bloody tired of turning sides over.
Yeah, but getting to do it at Real Madrid is probably a lot more fun than doing it at Monaco.
I reckon he's had an absolute enough of it.
Lukaku-
If he walked
Lukaku's
into
right
Real
out.
Madrid and they went, right, are you okay to turn this entire squad over? We're going to sell on the best
Can
player.
you imagine?
He'd go off.
Lukaku's
Can you
kind of
imagine
Lee
Conte
Grant.
at Real Madrid? He fell out with the board at Barry. He's going to last 6 months with Florentino Perez.
For those 6 months, war.
I don't know.
What a 6
I
months
think, I
that'll
think the
be.
first I think the first season and a half, I think they'd be decent the rest of the season. I think they'd really challenge for the title the following season, and then he'd kill Florentino, and it'd be great. That was actually sick from Matic.
Allo10709 says, who is the worst player you've seen in person?
In person.
That's a horrible question.
Sonogo, no doubt.
Absolutely Gabriel Obertan.
Danny Drinkwater's up there.
I knew he'd have an answer.
Absolutely
How
Gabriel
weird was it
Obertan.
when you bought him for £3 million? Is he from Auxerre
Well,
or
I
from...
just remember him standing next to Michael Owen on an unveiling day and thinking, wow, what a summer. I think it was in January,
There's a
actually.
Crawley Town player, if I can remember his name. He
yeah,
was
I mean, he'll be bad.
dreadful.
I remember watching a game in a
How do you
pub with a
compete with
bunch
Crawley Town
with a
players?
bunch of Newcastle fans, and Gabriel Obertan got the ball, and I said, "It's only Obertan," and then they scored, and these Newcastle fans were all giving it bigger, and then we won that game 7-3, and I got really drunk and almost got in a fight.
Oh.
It was good.
Oh,
Go, 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 go.
Whoa!
Rashford! Rashford!
Alive? It's alive?
Hello, shades of his first goal. Rom, come on, get in front of your man there, please.
You know what though? They were worried then, man. That was dangerous.
Why didn't he give the ball to Rashford on the far
Yeah, I
side?
don't know.
There's a lot of traffic in between them, wasn't there?
It was harder for Mata on the left foot, but Martial should have seen it
Martial
on the
had
right.
to see that. That's a definitely playable ball.
But this is good. This is certainly an improvement.
This is what happened against Chelsea. We turned up so bad.
Oh, come on. You don't get that long on the ball.
Martial's actually not having a good game,
No,
is he?
he's not at all. He needs to. It's the speed of thought that's the problem, right? He should have just played it earlier.
Not good from
Quadrado.
Martial. Get it off then. But I think Martial tends to play better when he scored a goal. What? I don't know why.
You're joking.
I mean, yeah, your perception of how well he's playing probably changes when he scored a goal.
No, he genuinely does. He just completely
this
different
season?
player
3
when he
and
hits the
4?
back of the net.
Starts, that is.
Oh, it's
Definitely made more sub appearances, hasn't he? But
That pulling of the shirt is
He always
naughty
comes-
by
like,
Chiellini.
Martial never starts very well.
no, that's good. That's just clever defending, isn't it?
When
You're
is this
allowed
bloody
to.
trick
It was
on
similar
then?
to, did you see
Only
Giroud when
ordered
he's
it
using the
about 5
body
minutes
for the
ago.
equaliser?
No, I didn't.
Who's going to
Yeah, when he's absolutely ended. Was it Smalling? I think it was. I think Smalling gets that ball if Giroud doesn't do that. That's just smart play in the box.
Look, have we worked out who brings the chicken down when it arrives? That's the
Hamill.
important.
Hamill.
Bagsy not. Hamill does it every
Bagsy
time.
not.
It's just kind of.
Serge, surely.
Oh, you want to do
Yeah,
Adam?
maybe pin Serge and note.
Thanks, Serge.
Nice,
nice that-
It's not here yet though, Serge. We're going to have to let you know when it actually
15
goes.
mins at least.
Note who dropped out of that
Oh my
straight
good
away.
God.
Team
Go on then,
players.
Rom.
Oh, brutal.
That's it. But if you're having a bad time of it, then put yourself about. Put him on a turf.
Yeah, or
You're such a Scottish football fan.
how easy that is to play.
Scott Brown was playing.
My
Tuesday.
favourite sort of Scottish players, Van Straam, are actually, Paul McStay,
Oh,
Kenny
what?
Dalglish.
Next question.
I've never heard of
Next
that.
question, please.
Of the first
Classy,
Zach's board.
ball-playing
Next
gentleman.
Oh, Mata!
Hold on, we've got
No!
the back.
Marshall,
What a ball. Was that one?
That was so.
Oh! So long.
That was so. He was waiting for it to come down.
Just couldn't get the ball.
The first challenge from Cancelo was so dangerous, man. Martial could have gone over that.
Was that
fantastic
Juan Mata?
tackle.
Marshall thought he had
the
more
ball.
time than he
Yeah,
did.
it was, man.
Okay, yeah, I feel like he took a little bit too long.
Horrible touch.
That was a great tackle by
Pjanic
Bonucci,
is such
though.
an intelligent
Turn.
player, man. I love him.
United have started the second half really well.
Oh my God, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
you had to. You
Could've been
need a
handball.
response, don't you?
Honestly,
Lindelof?
sometimes they just need to play a
What
little
pass?
bit faster. That's
Look
it.
at Ashley.
Yeah.
Look at Ashley.
Give it!
You can't let him tell.
Oh my God!
God, Pogba, that is poor.
That was really.
Poor
really
Pogba.
If you're the man, you've got to. AS Roma 3-0 up.
Paul.
Ronaldo's so
Lordy.
deep in this
So
game.
sloppy, isn't it?
Juve will happily win this game 1-0.
Temps, what the fans saying in general? Questions or what their comments are on the game?
In general, I'm just
general.
picking out some good questions here, mate. Lewis says,
Uh-oh.
who has the best Instagram in the office?
Michael McCubbin, hands down.
Yeah, I'd like to say Michael McCubbin.
McCubbin.
Some of his stories are
Come on.
unbelievable.
South Berry, maybe?
You're being ridiculous.
Are we talking post or stories?
No, I mean, he's 100% the vainest, or him or Obaseki. In terms of variety of content.
Oh! Matweedy.
He's
Wow.
Even Lindelof
The
was
Straight to
scared.
state
Dybala.
of that
should have gone straight to
piece
the
of
ball.
play.
Who does the best stories and who does the best posts?
Michael probably does the best stories.
Yeah.
Definitely the most
But
rogue
even some of his
stories
posts are hilarious. That one of him by the car is unbelievable.
Weirdly,
that
given
no one will know about back home, so.
given that a lot of people in the office actually work with social media every day, their social media game is terrible.
Oh, really?
Looking at no one in particular, Pete Dorman.
Yeah, Pete Dorman. Pete Dorman, actually. I'm gonna read out
way more
a.
active than
Hey, he got a free hocky stick out of it. It's more than I've got in the last 6 months.
I'm going to read out an interaction between me and Peter yesterday. Did you see Peter's Instagram yesterday of him swirling the glass of wine?
Oh, I
on
like
his
that.
Instagram story?
I rate that from
So
him.
I replied to
course
that
you
saying,
do.
worst Instagram story of all time potential. He replied saying, keep Instagramming how hungover you are.
I tell you, he does
Yeah,
bite,
he's got
doesn't
a
he?
point.
He nibbles.
Nibbles.
He's
straight
such a
away.
nibbler.
I replied,
he's
Absolutely correct.
Thing
mate.
is, I am actually hungover. You are conning your followers into thinking you're sophisticated when you're actually scum.
That is good.
He did nibble some more,
Didn't take
honestly.
it well,
There's a
did he?
nibble he sent to Templeman the other day, which is just
That is
pure
I
gold.
can't really read it out.
Six-line response.
Oh
to
my
Adam.
God.
And then my reply to him was just nibble. And he goes, I have drunk a bit.
Oh, a bite. That Pokemon meme. Anyway, let's keep some stuff private. Jesus.
Oh, when
Nah,
do you do
let's-
that?
nah. let's just-
Nothing's safe.
Let's air all the dirty laundry,
Yeah.
man. Let's get it out.
Ah,
Lovely one.
they're just cutting us
football
apart
from
here.
the-
Oh,
That's
Quadrado's
fantastic.
inside the box to Ronaldo! Oh,
Great save, David. No response, Joe. Come
I'm
on.
just used to him doing it. He does it every week.
I
About
mean,
13
Get
times.
behind you
Ronaldo
two.
could take this on, man.
Should probably take
There's
a touch,
so
yeah.
much space on the edge of the box because Lindelof doesn't.
It's a
know
lovely.
what
This
position
is
he
great
plays.
from Schroeder.
Pjanic
He
is
just
so
does this so often though, De Gea. That's
he actually-
outrageous.
he actually
That is
messaged me that earlier.
absolutely
Pjanic is so classy, I
fucking
love him.
outrageous save.
This is an incredible hit.
Apologies for the
Not
swear.
so, not. I don't
Near
care
post.
because this is that is outrageous.
Yeah, post.
Oh, that's not. Oh, he's been what from the head.
Oh, Lindelof, the best defensive action. He's
Lindelof,
pretending to be injured.
they've kicked some brain into him.
Wow,
Christ.
not how it works.
Oh, he's actually hurt his head here.
Yeah,
Oh,
do
has he?
apologise.
Yeah, no, he's
No,
alright.
it's fine.
Also,
Just reprimand yourself there. Kick some brain into him. Oh, he's actually hurt himself there.
well, I didn't realise he
Ooh,
actually hurt his
he's
head.
alright. He's
Come
only been,
on.
he's been clipped.
Come on, yeah, he's been grazed.
Has he?
Let's have a look at that again.
I'll tell you what.
It's a pretty solid boot.
In the
Yeah, that's in
FT
slow-mo
versus
as well.
That's fine.
AFT, in the FT versus AFT match, a little 4'8" kid nearly took my legs out.
He's got a bit of shin
Took
pad.
you
there.
out.
Yeah,
with his
Stop
head.
holding your head.
he slipped and both feet go up like that.
He was trying to climb up him. He was just popping out of Zach's sleeve like, hello. Like a
What's
little borrower.
happened
Oh,
Like a germ.
Oh lord.
That
game though will be out next Saturday on Football Daily.
Look at him,
Plugs for days.
plunking
This
over
save,
there.
though.
You're very
Let's just keep
professional
replaying
today,
this
Zach.
save, please.
One of us has to be.
Should we get some more questions?
should save it.
Yeah, this
Shut
question's...
up.
He
Get
should
out.
save it. Come
Question
on.
before they start again.
Go, 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 go.
Hold on, let's watch this break.
Ron might actually have a shot.
He's got
that.
On the right, on the right.
He's got 5 guys against him.
bad
What's he going to
Oh, Rashi. The
Bad
ball
was
was
that
behind him.
ball
The ball
by
was behind him.
Lukaku, though.
That was not good.
do? In fairness, if Lukaku's surrounded by 5 guys, I'm really not certain what he's actually
Oh, I
meant
could
to
nail
do.
the 5 guys right now.
Other
Oh, yeah.
burger places are available. I'm gonna stop.
Again, good for
Go on,
Zach's
I'm
like the
gonna
T's
stop.
and C's to me. What's
going
going on?
Zach's actually on
Score updates as
Zach's
well.
holding this together.
Kai has got a question.
Go on, Kai.
If you could merge 2 teams together, who would it be?
I just don't know.
It's an interesting question.
I love,
Weird.
I love it when Temps
Zach-
knows he has to
Pato,
ask a question that's going to
Pato,
get a
will
bad
you
response.
stop going? Oh, for
What's he
God.
talking
I
about?
can't ask
You've
a
been
good question
complaining the
about
whole game.
Every single
The first
question
5
that's
minutes
come
you were
out
like,
tonight-
United will win this game, and immediately after you've been crying for the rest of the
Every
match.
single question that's come out today,
Again.
you have gone, oh.
Second tiers in a week.
It's just
Calm down.
irritating.
Jesus.
You're bringing us down.
You're complaining now.
You are bringing us
Shut your
down.
A
mouth.
bit of barbecue sauce, he'll be happy as Larry.
Just-
Come on,
just
Pat.
back in
merge
his
some
own
teams
box if you
together.
want
question,
to.
Van
Cool.
Merge some
Straten.
teams together.
Bournemouth
Pat.
and Watford. Poor, you've been seeing top 6 challenges there.
What?
Bournemouth and Watford.
I think Zach's trying to answer the question. If we could combine 2 sides, who would it be?
Great
You can merge
distribution.
2 teams. So if you could take
From
the
De
best
Gea,
of
as
2
usual.
teams, put them together, what's going to happen?
I mean, I'd just get Manchester City.
But who would you merge with them?
No one.
Celtic.
Well, that isn't answering the question. Chris.
I'd put Scott Brown in the Manchester City side just to
actually be
see
great.
if for
Celtic
one
and Man
game
City.
the rest of the world they could be tricked into regarding him as well.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
put
right.
Sanogo
Give it!
in Man City.
That's a good pass.
Push,
That's a good.
push,
that's the right
push
pace.
forward.
on
Come on
the
then,
ball.
Paul. Push
Oh my
forward.
God. God, this is
Look at the back post it.
back post.
Oh, Tony.
It's just such a bad ball by Pogba.
No one
isn't it?
recovering there.
Yeah, it is.
Or
It's just
just
such
jogging.
an awful ball by Pogba.
But he's also not trying to like whiz it in. He's just like lofted it, if
mean-
that makes sense.
I mean,
Floated it.
how is that a foul?
Dybala's got pretty lucky getting that free kick.
How was that a foul?
I think Luke Shaw's touched him and he's asked for a free kick and got it.
What on earth has happened
Incoming.
here?
The food.
Hey, Serge, get
It's
ready.
not much, is it?
You just stopped playing.
It's not much. He hasn't
it's the
impeded him
best
because he stopped running. Interesting.
A quick
Well, this has been
Euro
a
roundup,
dreadful game.
people.
Here we go.
As you can see,
Hold on. Zach's going to give you a roundup.
Ajax Benfica 0-0. Real Madrid 2-0 up.
Hey,
Your goal
Marcelo got the
scorers
second.
are Karim Benzema and Marcelo.
Oh.
look at Lukaku playing left back.
Yeah,
This
but
is what-
Bonucci is playing right wing. Who cares?
Stay upfield then. Use the space he's left.
Hoffenheim are now winning 2-1, Roma are winning 3-0, and City are still winning 2-0.
Love it.
Okay, happy
Interesting.
days. We need Ronaldo to score for that SEO so we can change the title so this does over 100,000 views. So,
Have we changed
Ronnie,
the title?
do us a
Yeah,
favour,
yeah.
please,
Or
because this second half has become very attritional.
Could break his leg. That would also work.
Yeah, keep changing the
Yep.
title, Serge.
Not ideal, but you know.
But we'll take it.
Our next question is from Danny. This actually came up in hot takes.
Yeah.
Who has the best dress sense? They said the question in hot takes was who has the worst.
I think
Joe and Chris got
on FD.
dug out by Jackson
Yeah,
big time.
I mean, talk is cheap coming from Doogie
On
and
my-
Jackson, but I'm not going to
talking-
lower. I'm
coming
not going to
from
lower.
Doogie has the worst.
I'm not going to
Coming
lower
from
myself.
Jackson has
Who
some.
has the best?
Jackson has some of the most
Who has
I
the
need
best?
to be a dad clothes I've
Coming
ever seen in
from
my life.
Jackson.
I need to be
Olivia, clearly.
What are you on about?
Olivia's the only person dressed
I'm
well.
fantastic. When I can pull off some looks ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Give
you
me a
don't
shirt.
actually dress well. You
Give
dress
me a
normal.
shirt.
You just dress like a normal bloke.
Whoa.
Dorman's got okay dress sense, but a little bit
No, he
sort of
doesn't.
gangstery.
Have you seen the
When he
necklace he
dresses,
wears?
none of all your suits are dreadful.
You've
all
gone
of
from
My suit's
Olivia
still from
to
Tom.
Dorman. I was on board with the live thing, but
Dorman's
you've
be-
let yourself down there
Dorman's
big
better
time.
than, Dorman's better than all of you.
My
Dorman
suit.
dresses. I know.
Yeah.
Zara called me the other day. He said, Dorman, tell Dorman to stop wearing my fucking
He buys whatever that guy's wearing in Made in
Made in
Chelsea. isn't
Chelsea.
he?
Yeah, but this isn't a question
That
about
pendant he wears.
Oh, that's terrible.
Exactly.
But this isn't a question about who
It looks
dresses
like a
well. It's
stamp,
about
a wax
versus
stamp.
the rest of you. Better.
I'm not having this.
Oh my.
Olivia's
I'm
clearly
not
the
having
best,
this.
though. Olivia's the only
I've
one who
never
actually
thought-
dresses
no, I
well.
do now.
Olivia's the only one
Oh,
who actually
Olivia
dresses well.
definitely has the worst, just because he's wearing oversized football shirts all the time.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Doogie is actually.
I mean, when you rock up to a stag do with 3 football tops.
I respect it. I respect
Obaseki
it.
wears joggers every single day.
What's wrong with
Every
that?
single day. It's appalling behaviour.
I think that's
I
alright.
respect
It's
it.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing when Thierry Henry did it as well.
Go to get the food.
Now, when Tierra, I like doing Tierra.
He looked dreadful. He looked dreadful. You have to admit it. Come on.
Next one.
Next question.
Oh,
I mean, I was.
Football daily.
Temps, you going to send us some questions?
It's not
I'll
good.
be.
I don't trust anyone, really.
I'll pick one of them.
Though, if you're a clothes brand and would like to sponsor us, please.
Giacomo,
What has happened to you?
get at us.
Alright, get up!
Oh, go on. Oh, okay.
I thought that was very casual from
So did I.
That was interesting.
What a save.
Oh,
Let's
this
take this
game's petering out, isn't
It
it?
is, isn't it? Just like this, just like the actual stream itself. should Arsenal be considered serious title contenders this season?
No. James Wayne's actually laughing behind the camera.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
true.
You know
we
what?
beat Leicester 3-0 and scored a decent goal. So as every top 6 side.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Liverpool shouldn't even be considered serious title challengers.
That's a hot
It
take.
is Man City's by miles. Man City have the best attack in the league, the best defence in the league, they're the best team in the league. They should have won away at Anfield, which is the toughest game they'll play this season, and they already should have won it, and they got a point out of it at least.
Put him in! Put him in! What's-
Liverpool are
Oh
good.
my God, what's that?
Liverpool are good. Chelsea are good. City are miles better than both.
Matuidi, that's so unnecessary. Mate. He's nowhere near the ball.
How's he moaning
I
about that,
personally
Matuidi?
think we
How
are
is
in the
Mat-
title race.
How did
What
he
do you
get
know about
outpaced
that?
by Ashley Young
Why do you
or
think you're in the
whoever it
title
was from
race?
1,000
Because they're both
metres
at
away?
32, aren't they?
What, we're
Look
a
at
point,
this.
point away from Chelsea. So
Yeah,
we're in
but
the
why
title
do you
race.
think
Doesn't
you're in the
matter.
title-
Chelsea are
long
much
term,
better
you
than
know
us.
that's not gonna
I'm just
happen.
saying.
This is what every.
You're
this is what
miles
it's-
off the pace.
this is
You'll
what
go
it's-
to City and get absolutely
But don't get me wrong,
smashed.
we
We've already
can't-
paid
You've
for that.
improved. You've
Yeah.
improved. Like that, some of the football you've played has actually been really nice. But
Yeah.
also, when you've played the top teams, you've not
We
won.
played
We'll
one top
improve.
team.
We'll
Yeah, you've
improve.
not
But top four is
It
a
was the
realistic
first game of
hope.
the season.
In Chelsea.
Oh,
We lost.
No, we lost to Chelsea.
Well, we shouldn't have lost against Chelsea.
Yeah, we shouldn't have. But our realistic hope this
early on in the
season
season.
is to be the 4th best team.
Here
in
we
the
go.
league.
Yeah,
Campbell's
if
back
we
to the
finish
food.
4th, I'm happy.
United
Yeah,
have
so-
Who has put that ball in? Each chance are few and far between, Matter, and that is an outrageously unacceptable ball to play in. I've said outrageous too many times in this stream, but that is so unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean it's not good.
Game off. Matter's been so bad.
Here you go, James.
I'm so hungry.
Well, like,
One for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is.
cheers.
One for you.
Has anyone,
What sauces? Who wants to swap with A?
has anyone got? Does anyone want garlic parmesan?
I've got Korean
Yeah, I'll
and
swap
garlic.
you with
I'll
barbecue.
swap
Korean.
2 barbecue. Yeah, cheers, bro.
Anyone want Korean sauce?
Why do I have toast?
Oh, I've already got one.
I think we all did, don't we?
We will got
Why
toast.
is that?
It's fantastic. I wouldn't know. What's wrong with toast?
No, I just don't. I don't understand its
okay.
presence.
Right, I'm currently on break at the moment, so talk amongst yourselves.
Cheers, Hamill.
You're welcome.
What do you mean?
I don't know how we're going to do this because
Greasy mitts.
everyone is
off me.
very fit.
Well, United second half thoughts from everyone because I think we've been better but still poor.
Better, certainly.
There's not really much to report on. Like
Oh shit.
your passing, needs to quicken up a little bit. Your transition is poor, despite having Paul Pogba, who
He's been terrible. Pogba's been terrible this game.
is traditionally you're creating the 4th most chances in the Premier League. You're having a lot of registering a lot of passes in the opposition half. But you just can't. It's finding that pass in the final third, isn't it? Which is why Juan Mat's in a team that you're really struggling with. You don't have an advanced creator. But I don't think Juan Mata's really.
But Pogba's amazing at that if he has the freedom to do it. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, but if he's not playing, I suppose, in a 2 with Matic, like, he has to be close to Matic, doesn't he?
You have a lot of weird talent at Man United. That's the problem. You got a lot of players who kind of need systems built around them.
Oh my god. That ball from Matic was rank.
Please, in the comments below, tell us who you'd like to see us play at football.
Yeah, because we're
I think
playing
we should play-
11-side games.
I'm
and,
organising some games, and I need to know who you want our opponents to be. We've just played Arsenal Fan TV. As I said, that video will be going out next week. But who else do you want us to play? Do you want to see a rematch between Soccer AM again, where maybe we go and get an ex-professional to play with us, you know, and they don't?
Great ball.
But yeah, also tweet me them, because then I'll probably be able to see that a lot easier.
This is much better than last time.
But who do you want to play, Zach?
Who do I want to play?
Yeah.
I want to play everyone. We're going to be the only unbeaten side on YouTube.
Well, you just gave away the result, didn't you?
No, because maybe what if you lost?
Could have been a draw.
Anyway, you know, yeah, do that, please. Next section, please. Before
How
someone.
loud are you eating? You've got a mic on.
I've gone in too deep.
I'll go in.
Ronaldo.
Horrible.
Ronaldo's been pretty quiet.
I
hasn't
can't control myself. As soon
Yeah,
as
Ronaldo
it's
hasn't
in
been
front of
great.
me. I just won't wait till it goes cold.
Ronaldo's been pretty quiet.
He's been quite deep, though.
Yeah, I know, but he's. I mean, this has been Ronaldo for the last 2 or 3 years, right? Like, not.
Yeah.
He's no longer that flying winger that beats 4 men a game.
But he never played this deep for Real Madrid. There were times when he was cutting the ball out earlier in this game. You wonder if, I don't know, he'll want to stay on, but you wonder if Bernadeschi or someone's going to come on later in the game just to stretch it a bit more.
I was thinking.
Zach, somebody said,
One of those blue cheese.
Stephen has said play against Under the Radar FC. I don't even know who that is.
Who? Who's got blue cheese?
Under the Radar
No one.
FC.
No one.
Go on, dip it.
I really don't know who they are, mate. If you,
You're the only one with blue cheese.
Ashley Young!
Thanks, man.
I think I've heard of them. If you tweet me their app, again, I'll try and get in contact with them.
I don't know who they are.
I'm sure this
would
must be
you
the
guys like
worst
to come
stream ever
to
watch
the
right
live
now.
games as well? Be a
No,
live
it's not.
audience.
Come on. As soon as that United goal flies and this chicken's going everywhere.
All people can hear at home is
Yeah,
eating.
we are so sorry, but we are so hungry.
I actually don't.
Go on, Smalling. He's doing it all. It's Beckenbauer. Smalling, that's a great ball as well.
Favourite chicken place, boys?
Favourite chicken place?
Favourite chicken
From
place?
Zach Chalab.
Well done, Rashford.
Either side fried or mother clucker, both good.
Yeah,
Mother
motherfucker's
Clucker's
fantastic.
Right then.
Observed
Temps.
bird is better than this also.
Temps, we need a couple of questions. I know you're eating. I know you're on break, but we need something to keep us ticking over.
You're on
Oh,
smoke.
right, mate.
Come on. Uh-oh.
Why did Bala pull that back?
Keep possession.
The sounds must be grim when people aren't speaking.
Well,
'cause
talk
when
about
we're
football
speaking-
then.
Well, I'm trying to, mate, but
No,
you
you're
two
not.
are all just stuffing your faces, and I'm the only one that's speaking here.
What's
I
he
don't know
talking
what I'm
about?
talking about.
Absolutely throwing his toys out the pram.
They're
United
talking
losing 1-0. If you were 2-0 up, you'd be shoveling it down like
I
a
wouldn't.
pig in a trough.
Because it must sound rancid. All I'm seeing behind the camera is James going,
Uh-oh.
Okay, Under the Radar is Manny's new team.
ooh.
Okay.
Funny you say that. That's
So we
why
do
I
have a
recognise them. We're in talks.
Are we in talks?
We are in talks.
There we go. Cool.
We're in talks.
I mean, I have a dip on that blue cheese
Like
again.
a boxing match. We're in talks.
good.
Jay just DM'd me that. Thank you, mate.
God.
Yeah, we're in talks.
It's so
Who
deep.
DM'd you?
One of the a guy called Jake.
Nice from Cancelo there. Right. Your good 10 minutes has firmly passed, hasn't it? They're penning you back again.
Well, maybe we should make a substitution. There's a surprise. Why Mata's been awful. Pogba's been awful. Matic has been awful.
Do you want a stupid question?
Yeah.
Always.
If any member of FD would go on Love Island, who would it be?
Zach
Probably
Chalobah, we all
Dorman.
know
Didn't
it.
he ask Josh Denzel to be in that, like,
Yeah,
weird
but
little
he's
club
got a
that he made
long-term
up?
girlfriend.
No, it'd be Sav.
Oh, God.
You have got a girlfriend.
Dorman's the type.
I actually think Zach could win over the hearts and minds of the nation, though, because he's,
No, Zach
he's
needs to go
genuinely a
and-
lovely guy.
Wouldn't want a girl though.
Zach
But you
needs
have
to
to
go
get
like-
to know him over a long period of time.
Zach's got to go on
He got
like,
kicked out
I'm a
of the
celebrity, get me out of there or something.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd be jokes on that.
Oh my God, that's the dream.
That's the dream.
That is the dream.
What a horrifying thing to say.
If any, I'm a celebrity like, what are they
Obaseki
called?
would do well
Researchers?
on Love Island.
he'd like it, but he'd do terribly.
Any
I
of
think
it,
you
yeah,
would.
any Obaseki, any I'm a celebrity, get me out of there, researchers, please get in contact with me, I'll do it for free.
Yeah, and also so will Smithy from Soccer AM.
You and Harry Redknapp.
Oh, me and
Harry
Hazard
Redknapp
will
and
be so
Zach in the jungle.
That is such a rogue thing to happen, isn't it? Harry Redknapp in the jungle.
Did you see how much he
I mean, I'm
Bolt
watching
asked
it.
for a week?
He's
by the way, at Central Coast
going to
Mariners?
melt Harry Redknapp. It would just be a pool of skin. It would look like Jabba the Hutt by the time it's finished.
Good.
Did you see how much he asked for?
No.
150k a week.
Fair. That's
The
mental.
Central Coast Mariners kind of went, I don't think so, man.
Actually got a player called Ross McCormack who's on about, 26.50 in a
The
four-pack
Ross
of Super
McCormack.
K.
Ross
Yeah.
McCormack's in Australia.
Yeah,
Australia.
Playing alongside Usain Bolt, mate.
That's mental.
What's this? Right. Come on, then. Something needs to happen in this game.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
just a lot of conservative possession. Juventus look like they're dangerously close to shutting up shop here.
Come on, Templeman.
They're really bad questions at the moment.
Oh my God.
I mean,
This makes me miss Tottenham versus Barcelona.
Yeah, no, at least there were goals in that game.
well, this game is absolutely
2-2 in Hoffenheim Lyon. Could be watching that.
Right. Well, Paul Pogba's body language not good. Rashford.
He's going to give away a yellow card in a minute, Rashford. Head's about to swim. Look how easy that is to play through us there.
I mean, to be fair, that was a great pass.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Where's this? Anybody spotted a United midfielder in the last 10 minutes? Because it looks to me like Martial's playing centre mid.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Well across there from Lindelof.
Yeah, just about.
This Korean barbecue sauce. I'm not sure if I don't prefer it to normal barbecue. Much prefer honey barbecue. Who's got that?
I enjoy spicy.
Because I am absolutely spitting. Is that you, Kieran? Look at that smug face behind the camera. Korean barbecue.
What?
Yeah,
What
blue
are you
cheese
talking
and honey.
about? Why have we got all the rubbish ones?
You have blue cheese as well?
Yeah, blue cheese is disgusting though, come on.
Do you like blue cheese? You don't strike me as the sort of guy who likes blue cheese.
Turns out I do now.
Do you?
So who have United got on
He's
the
just
bench
poured it
that
out
can-
on the floor
that
in
can
front of
impact
him.
this game?
Huh?
Who have United got on the bench that can impact this game?
Lingard or Herrera could give Pogba more freedom. Lingard, I think, is definitely a good addition.
Is he on the bench, Lingard?
Is Alexis Sanchez on the bench?
No, injured.
Equally, if
Oh
they
my
make
God.
a move like
think-
that, I can see them bringing on Bernadette or
3-0
someone
Man
gas and
City.
just catching
Oh, is
United
it-
cold.
Who scored?
Jesus that scored?
Bernardo Silva just came on to.
Of course.
Yay, Bernard. Look at the amount of room in the middle. It's
be
actually
fair-
laughable.
Oh my God.
Wow. That was so bad.
To be
by
fair, United
Cancelo.
are going to have to risk losing 2-0 if they want to try and get something out of this.
That was so bad by Cancelo there.
Lindelof's actually not had the worst second half.
Someone said, get Zach to sing their cheering song. She's in the class 8. No, I'm
Oh,
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Lingard's not on the bench either, mate.
Wow.
So our options are Romero, Bailly, Darmian, Fred, Andreas, Herrera, and Chong.
Fred's
We
become
have no forward options.
Oh, Romero
He's-
then.
Fred's become the forgotten man, hasn't he, in recent weeks? Why didn't Alexis Sanchez make the bench? Has it been
He's injured.
So it has been clarified that it's because he was injured.
He's definitely injured.
Pato, someone's asking, have you ever heard of a player called Lozano? And what are your thoughts on him?
Okay.
Hervey.
Irving Lozano.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Do you think he'll make it into the top elite players?
It's extremely hard to tell. He looks like a very promising young player in the Eredivisie. Really good shot volume, good creator as well. Very fast. Those things tend to translate out of the Eredivisie. But difficult to say. Like, I mean, the next step is for someone to take a gamble. But the problem is players used to be relatively cheap if you got them from the Netherlands, and now they're not. So someone's going to have to be sure enough.
They're still not massively expensive, though.
I
comparatively
don't
to
know.
the other
I
leagues.
I
think
think
you
it cost in
pay
a similar
40.
vein to Johan Bash, 30. Although
What's the
I think his stock did go up at the World Cup and he scored in Champions League qualification, didn't he? So I think he's shown that he's ready to play at a higher level.
I
than
think
just-
Johan Bash scored
Oh my God, man.
was
That's
about
football.
15, and I don't think his profile was as high.
But how much did Clivert go for?
Was Johan Bash only 15? I thought he was mid-20s.
How much did Clivert go for? Not very much, was it?
Clive, it was around
25.
30.
Someone
Wasn't
says,
it?
I believe soy sauce is the best sauce.
Mental.
25 mil for
Soy sauce
Clivert
is
is
very
not that
sauce.
much, is it?
It's not that, yeah.
Exclusively for dumplings.
Like, I still feel like the highest sell from the Eredivisie is sub 50, is it?
Best comment of the week so far.
Yeah, but we assume that it's going to go up now, like De Ligt, Van de Beek,
Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong. We expect to see it go through the roof, and Lozano is definitely one of kind of the prized talents in the Eredivisie right
I tell you what, I watched the Monaco highlights midweek. from the Thierry Henry game.
Rubbish.
What, Strasbourg?
Oh my
How was
god!
it? Yeah.
Who is the Monaco goalkeeper?
So do say.
Horrendous.
He
could
is
be the worst
embarrassing.
professional goalkeeper I've ever watched play.
He's very young. I think he's 19.
What happened to Subasic?
How did they actually play Monaco?
They sold him, didn't they?
They look pretty poor.
Yeah.
Strasbourg had a lot.
To be
of
fair
chances.
though, Henri had been a manager for what, 5 days?
I don't care.
Gonna make
He's
it.
nothing. He's not going to be able to do anything about that goal.
I mean,
No, but what I mean is, like, we couldn't have expected such a big improvement after 5 days of being with the
mate,
squad.
it was
Well,
Strasbourg.
Also, one of the goals was, literally the keeper dropping
Yeah,
it
the
in.
one
Like,
of
there's
them
not
was
much.
very
He did that 3 times in that game. They were
Exactly.
so lucky
There's
they
not
didn't
much a
get
manager
more.
can do
They
about
didn't
that.
score more.
How was that for you guys?
What,
enjoyed,
chicken?
Enjoyed it?
It's very nice.
It was fine.
Kind of took
it was
over.
fine. It was.
was
It's not
good.
as good. It's not as good as Observer said.
It's
you know,
absolutely average, isn't
But
it?
chicken tenders, like always good, always reliable.
Adam's back on the
Never
iPad
do
and
you
going back to the
dirty.
chips.
With
Well,
toast.
well done,
Toast was
mate.
there for
Chloe's
some reason.
just texted
Cheers,
me
Zach.
absolutely spitting.
Why?
She's just tuned into the stream eating fast food and she's cooked me tea. Sorry, I'll be honest, I apologise. We'll have to have it in a lunchbox tomorrow.
Hello.
Oh,
You're nearly in there.
Awful.
Chiellini's had a game, man.
Yeah,
He's
She's
won
actually
everything.
fuming. I apologise, Chloe.
he's handled Lukaku with aplomb.
He's needed to. Oh my
It's
good
been
God.
it's been a pretty assured performance from Bennett. I've not really seen him since sort of the latter stage of the Champions League last year. Was it against Tottenham? I think they didn't have the greatest time of it against Tottenham. And he didn't start an awful lot of games last year, did he? He came on to finish, to draw up a lot of games, but he's an interesting one. Like, he's not. His numbers were pretty good in Argentina. Really good, in fact. Really well rounded. A good passer, decent creative numbers, good range of passing as well. A lot of long range passes, but he's not really impressed massively since he's joined. And if you kind of fall out of favour with Allegri, it's quite hard to get back into his
Ronaldo!
his good books again, isn't it? But
Yeah, well, I think it helps that today he's playing against a team that are not going to press heavily in the midfield. And one of the reasons I think probably that he wasn't great against Spurs is that playing in midfield against Spurs is an unpleasant experience. And playing in midfield against United right now is great. I mean, like, look at Mark Noble in that West Ham game. Just an endless time on the ball. It's just, this is the problem, man. It's like watching. I mean, there are teams like Arsenal, which, you know, under Wenger last season, where we just pressed in a moronic way, where we had no idea what we were doing, and we were a terrible team. But United don't even do that. They just kind of.
Go on, Rashi, get out.
They just sit, and it's far too easy to pick passes.
Look at the lack of movement from our front
what did
three.
you guys make of M&F quickly then? Arsenal versus Leicester last night after a masterful second half display by Mesut Ozil.
Worth.
First half was horrendous for Arsenal.
Until we scored.
Great ball.
Until they scored, we were dreadful. Once
Yeah.
they scored, we were dominant.
And that is typical of Leicester's mentality, particularly against Arsenal, to have a really promising opening half hour to control the game and then to score and
do enough.
enter nosebleed territory.
Leicester are a good team, man.
Really good.
They are. They're really solid. Puel makes his team tough to beat. They just cannot score goals. Like, that's the problem.
Profile really well as well. That's the thing. It's the first time Kelechi Iheanacho has started 4 games in a row for Leicester, so he's finally getting the run of games we wanted to see him get. And I think if they'd swapped Mendy out for someone who had a bit more composure, a bit more ball retention, could dictate play a bit more, they wouldn't have got quite as.
Rashid Gazal's a horrible player.
Yeah,
But-
Rashid Gazal was
But I
not
think
great.
when they bought him, he was
Then again,
never-
Mendy's better at that than Ndidi.
Yeah.
Like getting on the ball and dictating play. Like Ndidi's just a destroyer. He can occasionally burst through, but he's not a great dribbler. He's certainly not a good passer.
I thought it was great for the first half an hour.
He's good when he's breaking up play, but when he's not, he struggles a little bit. And what they really need is that guy next to him who's just going to kind of put his foot on the ball, I suppose.
Was there any credence in that penalty shout?
Ooh.
Ashley,
Oi!
hand up.
Pass it.
Paul!
Oh! That is so unfortunate as well.
Lovely little turn from Paul.
Chesney is very lucky there, man. Very lucky. He hasn't gone in from his back.
Well, it would have been unlucky if it had gone in.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
That's a great
That's
effort.
desperate and lucky. That's a fantastic effort.
Off
the boat.
The boat race.
in the face.
Here we go. A good ball in. No, of course not. They've not even put it in.
Well
the
done,
box.
Paul. Give it match then.
Come on. Match.
He'll give it away.
Nah, he's got nothing.
So
Right.
he got so
Wow,
lucky then.
Chris Smalling, what's he doing up there?
Well, he's had enough, Small. He's
Oh
taking the
my
game into his
God,
own
why
hands.
isn't Matic getting into that space?
Don't know, but why does Young forever dink balls in? Cross it properly.
Every time I look at Rashford wearing the number 10, it feels weird.
Matic. What's he going to do?
Yeah, Monday Night Football, very good. I thought Leicester showed exactly why they're just a solid mid-table team. They've got a very good defence. I thought that they were really smart the way they played the first half. Essentially played a similar way to how Fulham played against us, but did a better job of it. And
What were the three up front?
well, just a really
I was
compact,
really surprised.
just a really compact midfield, and Vardy and Iheanacho running the channels.
Yeah,
Would you take Ben Chilwell at left back at Arsenal?
Good header.
We
I thought
wanted
he
him.
was really good.
We wanted him 2-3 seasons
He was
ago,
very
and I
good.
remember looking at him then, and he hadn't played that much, but I always kind of had an interest in him as a result. And last season, I thought he was very, very good. And now, for some reason, like this has just exploded recently, this idea that he could go to Arsenal. But yeah, he'd be absolutely fantastic for Arsenal. Definitely need a good young left back who's quick
How old's
and
Kolasinac?
technical. Kolasinac is just 25. He's just turned.
Okay, so
He's got time to turn into a decent player.
Do you think
but,
he could be one of those kind of players that could be like pulled into as a centre back?
He needs to do some weight.
'Cause he's got the build for us. Like he's.
I think it's a bit of a
waste.
waste of him. He's got good attacking instincts. He was actually very good as a wing back in his last season at Schalke. Outstanding as a wing back.
The state of Ashley Young!
But yeah, I
Head
think
gone.
I think that Arsenal probably need a first choice left back, but we're going to get one at some point. So Chilwell would be excellent. And the thing is, you could say about Arsenal now, maybe they just want to try and spend money on like absolute guaranteed successes at left back and centre back, because that's what they would. If Arsenal went out in January and bought 2 centre backs who were genuinely excellent and were just really good, and a really good left back, they'd become a very, very good team, I think.
Tierney is better than Chilwell, and you've been linked with Tierney as well. I think either one is going to cost you. Actually, Chilwell will cost you more just because Leicester have a stronger bargaining position. But
And for confidence.
I think they'd both fare excellently at Arsenal. When you watch Ben Chilwell, it's quite hard to define, but
Why is he
he's
so
just so
human?
composed that he always feels safe in possession. He's got a lovely burst of speed as well. That first touch was absolutely glorious last night, and he's actually really impressed me going forward this campaign, because I think he's added that to his repertoire. I think Puel has actually told him, "You are actually very quick and very fit." Get out there.
I think he's okay going forward. Like he's definitely improving, and he's still extremely young. But defensively,
23 now?
Defensively, I think he might be younger maybe, but defensively he is outstanding.
Oh,
Rashi!
A quick note, it's the 78th minute in the game and Dybala has just been taken off for Bernardeschi.
Nice, good work from you.
Yeah, and Dybala was not happy
He
with
was
being taken off. He was
fuming.
like spitting.
But he always seems to be arguing with Allegri. They just seem to have that relationship.
Well, he
Good
didn't
set of
start-
pace by Bonucci,
when he-
by the way.
In the beginning of the season, there was a few
thought
games he missed as well.
Well, last season as well, whenever I watched Juventus, it seemed like he wasn't starting. Just to finish the Chilwell thing, there was an article I read the other day which basically talked about like defensive actions in a kind of full-back zone and how difficult it is to pass through the part of the pitch they're meant to defend. And Chilwell ranked incredibly highly for teams struggling to get through the zone of the pitch that he's patrolling. And what that shows
Until
is
Mesut Ozil laid a smackdown with that sort of ball he did to
you
Hector
can't.
Bellerin.
I mean, you can't do much about that.
No.
But
Ozil's so good.
and to be honest, yeah, every now and then, like a superstar is just going to do a superstar thing. But Chilwell could go to pretty much any level of club. And from my point of view, having not watched much of Tierney, and with Tierney playing in Scotland, Chilwell feels like the safer option. So I think that I think it'd be interesting to see where Arsenal go. Generally speaking, we've got abroad because it's cheaper.
Just to go back to Allegri, actually the start of the season, just to touch upon their sort of
Oh God.
tempestuous relationship, they actually said in a post-match interview that Dybala's best quality was his running, which I thought was like literally shut up, all right, a bit of a slap down. But yeah, you're right. He's talked about playing him in a 2. I don't think he started. I think he started one of the first 3 or 4 games in the season. Bernardeschi actually did very well in the interim period. But I thought it was to kind of gauge a reaction from Dybala as opposed to replacing him outright. And it seems to have worked, doesn't it? But Joe is...
Oh,
mate.
what a sum of that is.
Well, we've
how
just been
United
so
have played.
turgid.
I'm
Look
sorry,
at
I
Martial
was being
playing centre
negative,
mid.
and now you're just like, we're making too much noise when we eat. Oh God.
Martial, look at Young. Get out of the club.
Get out of the club, wow.
It's not done badly.
Get out of the club. I mean, he pocketed Hazard last week, and now you want him out of the club.
He is rubbish. He is dreadful.
He's a 33-year-old converted winger. Yes, shock. He's not great against
How old is
Juventus.
this man? How old is this man that's coming up for
I
Quadrado?
think he's 38, isn't he?
What?
He reminds me of Luca Brazzi. Like, I feel like Barzagli is just going to take out some cheese wire from his sock at any moment.
In the Juventus
someone out.
I could actually
documentary.
go for some cannoli. That'd be great.
Go on.
So in the Juventus documentary, he comes across as like just an absolute leader.
Father figure.
Yeah, father.
Yeah, because he's literally 40 years
old enough
Like
to be.
it's ridiculous how like I'd fight. Well, maybe not fight.
Go to war with him.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Go
trying
to
to say?
war.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah,
Here we go.
exactly.
Where's that? What's happening now? They're gonna throw it in, pass it back to Young. He's gonna do 2 dummies and then cross it poorly.
I mean, your boys have cost us big time.
Hey.
This has got 70k written all over it this street
This
at the
is a
moment unless Ronaldo
Bad
scores.
second half as well.
This has been the worst.
Oh, actually, I mean that's repetitive
Young has
fouling.
got
He needs
away
to
with
go
that.
in the book. He needs to go in the
That's
book.
not a foul.
Has he not
No,
been
he's on
those
about
yet?
the handball.
How is that a foul?
He missed the ball.
Is he called a foul? Is he called it a
What?
foul?
He's done a few of those as well.
Send him off.
Yeah.
How's that a
Young.
foul?
Young was looking to get away with the one
Yeah,
first
to
half.
Ronaldo.
It does
yeah.
look like a high foot. Let's see.
Oh,
That's just
no.
clumsy.
It's fine. It's
mean,
actually not a
I
foul.
don't think
No,
it's a
but
foul.
How's that a foul?
I actually agree.
What
That
do
does
you
not
mean?
look like
I thought he's
a
given
foul.
That's clumsy. He's totally he's gone over the ball and gone into the player.
I don't think he's. I don't think
That's
he's
not a
even gone for the
yellow.
ball.
That's not a yellow in isolation, but it's a yellow like when you tot up all the stupid challenges he's putting today.
I think that's a bit harsh, man.
Yeah, I think that's really harsh.
The fact,
Oh,
it's,
he's
the fact it's
fucking
even a, the
Pjanic.
fact it's even a debate is
Oh, chill.
an indication of how this game has
Bonucci.
gone.
Is he saying that he played? Now
Pays
people are getting
for it.
booked for playing the ball while it's rolling because that's time wasting. Or
This
something?
game has been so bad. I'd like to apologise to the watchers at home because it's just been dreadful. Let's get a question.
Have
Let's
we added
liven it up.
Pjanic to the list along with Danny Ings of people who aren't dwarves but have
Yeah.
the heads of dwarves?
100% he gets on that list.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Just wanted to check
100%.
because he's definitely a dwarf.
Brighton
Dings.
fan number 1 wants to know what you think of Bellerin so far this season.
Good old Brighton fan number 1. Never misses a beat, does
Oh,
he?
if he's a Brighton fan, why is he asking about football, the little snake?
It's better than him last week, all he kept doing was
Such
Hey,
a
if there's one
talk
guy that's
about
not a
Jan.
snake, it's Brighton fan number 1. He's there come rain or shine. You know, he will leave a comment first. You know, more
He's
often
your
than not.
second account and you know it. I don't know. he's-
Go, now play.
Uh-oh.
Put him in again.
That's lovely.
No,
No, it's not.
It's
Um,
not lovely.
Oh, Ron. Is that the first shot he's got away? Ugly stuff.
Literally nothing he can do.
Harrowing.
Yeah, so Bellerin. we're
Is it a
talking
corner,
about.
is it?
For me, Barry, I mean, you're the Arsenal fan, but he's certainly looking a lot better than he has done in recent years, and I feel like fullbacks tend to fare pretty well under Emery.
But he's
Like,
matured.
Alexa
a lot.
Dow got moved to Barcelona,
Yeah.
playing under Emery, so tends to get the best out of good players and makes them very good, especially in that position.
I mean, there's weird criticism for him at the moment, which seems to be he's out of position, but usually he's out of position because he's been told to get upfield. And I think that's a coaching issue rather than a player issue. Like, he's getting forward a lot. He's got 4 assists already this season in 9 Premier League
Matched his
games.
total from last
It's
season.
outrageous, really. So that's very useful, and he often has that whole flank to run, so that's really good. He's always been a good attacking fullback. He's okay defensively. Again, though, I saw people criticising him last night for the Chilwell own goal, which I
OG,
thought, there's not a lot
I mean,
you can do.
Lacazette left him, and he was not in a bad position when Chilwell pulled away. It was just a sensational first touch.
Well, Chilwell takes the touch. Chilwell's just fast and takes the touch, and it means that
Well
because
played, Luke.
Bayern's got to turn and try and
play.
accelerate.
Oh
and he
my
just literally
God.
can't
Oh,
do
are you
it.
joking?
Oh, his touch has gone on the M1.
Wow.
Can I just spit on you? Sorry.
Yeah, grim, unbelievable.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
really gone downhill.
I'll tell you what as well. Bellerin, lovely guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's-
was.
Me and Ham were met for 15. Not as good as Rob Holding, but still
He's
lovely guy.
obsessed with Rob Holding.
Rob Holding is the best footballer I've ever met so
Manchester.
far.
I love your
was he
tweets
holding?
of Rob Holding pre-game yesterday to my good friend Rob ਹੋlding.
Yeah, have a good game.
And obviously we know Zach's joking, but
Yeah,
from
true.
the outside looking in, looks a bit tragic, doesn't it? No, I love it.
Next
we
one,
go.
Adam Templeburn.
This is the
Nice
sort
dinked
of-
ball into the midfield.
This is the sort of game where Ronaldo should never do 90 minutes, but no manager has the balls to take him off. Like, he should not still be on the pitch. There's literally no use to him being on the pitch at all, except being a defensive presence at set pieces.
that's-
Pointless.
I still can't get over Dorman as best dressed.
Yeah, I'm over that.
I mean, yeah, but you guys,
definitely
I mean, the
not.
things that you guys think are good.
Horrible.
You also mentioned the suits. Like, my
The
suit is
trainers-
still from prom.
The
when I was
trainers
16.
that you guys like, and like, yeah, the suits are absolutely.
You mad? The
abomination.
Sobokovs are lovely.
They're all right. They're better. They
sound like a Russian gun,
a lot of your
handgun.
options.
The Supercop.
But I mean, on the other hand, the Cookie Monster jumper is an interesting one.
Yeah,
The
it's,
Cookie Monster jumper. I wish I saw that.
Oh my
Wow.
god, it'd be perfect. It'd be perfect.
I do. I admire the bravery of it. Like, 'cause
In the rain, I'm not making it home.
I was gonna say, like, you're just gonna be going like down slowly. But,
Thames, put a poll out on
What
Twitter
on
and say
earth
who's best
the
dressed.
thing is about Dorman goes for a look and achieves
You
it.
do it.
You
I
can
haven't
give him
got-
that.
I'm on the iPad.
He's had enough.
What's another
I
question
think
then
we've
for-
all had enough,
Sit
guys.
down. Come on.
Sit down, Joe. You're actually
What's happening in the Man City game?
Can you shut up?
3-0. Oh, that's a shame, isn't
Just
it?
cheer up.
Oh,
Whining.
goodness.
Put him in then.
Bernadeschi being wasteful there, was it? Juan?
I've just seen Kieran do. I've just seen Kieran quite. I wouldn't be angry for it to just eat. Your comment about it.
There are so many Kieran
hungry.
comments right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Kieran can make a snowman out of rain, Fred said.
What?
Well, yeah, that's
So-
generally how every snowman's made, isn't it?
And Donald says Kieran's the
Frozen
type of
snow.
Kieran's the type of guy to shower in the rain.
What is happening with the
Sorry,
rain coming?
yeah.
What is
exactly.
going
What's
on with
happened
this?
here?
Has something happened on comment show recently?
Wow,
Have you been-
Man United are either going to lose or draw. Great comment.
Kieran Cullen once punched a man.
You see what he's dealing
soul.
with? You see
What
you see
are
what he's
these
dealing with?
comments?
I'm putting the poll up now though on who's best dressed.
This isn't who you want to face in the last 5 minutes, is it Douglas Costa?
Who are the options, Zach?
Come on for Cancelo.
I'm going to do like some like tiers. That makes sense.
Going to 3 at the back with Barzagli
mean?
in it.
So obviously you can only put 4 on
Yeah,
top.
Barzagli used to play right back as well,
okay.
didn't he?
I'm glad you two are talking about options for the poll while we're trying to talk about Douglas Costa coming on for Cancelo.
Ours is probably more
At
interesting.
least it wasn't a crossover.
Ours is definitely more interesting.
Who's gone to right wing back? Bernadeschi?
No, I think Costa's just going to fill in there.
Nah, surely not.
They've gone 3 at the back
I don't think they
because
care.
Allegri's gone, you know what, this is never happened.
How was he taking that touch and turn in that much space?
Lukaku could be there for the 2 days and
That's
he's not
not a
scoring.
foul.
100% correct.
That's not
Absolutely.
a foul. This has been such a wet game. Everyone's
Atrocious.
just diving
Can
around.
someone please let us know in the comments now, how long is Lukaku's goal drought now?
Look how shiny Ronaldo's face
How many
is.
minutes has Lukaku gone? Somebody would have tweeted it. Let us know in the comments quickly how long Lukaku's gone.
Nice.
without a
Let's see, shall we?
I mean, this is the game plan from Juventus.
Uh-oh.
They're-
Uh-oh.
goal. Put Ronaldo in
Oh
there.
my God, it's a horrible pass.
Oh!
It's an absolutely horrible pass.
If only
Please
he could
see
get
you're
round
on.
him more.
Don't know why Ronaldo's complaining. Terrible from him. That was dreadful from Costa. He actually should have slipped in
It was
whoever
even
the
worse
guy
from
was in front of
Bernadeschi,
him.
who managed to
First
fall
touch
over his
coming
own
on, wasn't it, I
feet
guess,
on
so
the overlap.
we'll let him off.
Oh no, he takes a few. I don't know. He takes a couple of touches before. Just feels like they feel like they have to give it to Ronaldo.
Oh, this has been dreadful, this game.
At least you know.
Have you enjoyed it though? Have you
No.
enjoyed yourself?
He really hasn't, has he?
Have we
At least
actually,
you're not
have you
letting
shot on
it
target?
affect your performance.
Yeah, because at one point it popped up at the top of the screen saying Romelu Lukaku has a shot on target.
When was that?
Pogba
When
had
did
that
that
header.
happen?
Pogba had that
When
header.
was
When
it- when was
did
Lu-
Lukaku
I don't know.
have a
It
shot
just
on
told
target?
me, and I
No,
remember
it's
at the time.
lying.
I remember at the time thinking, oh, that's
Oh, hello! Oh, Pjanic. Father to just
Pjanic.
Where are you going with that? Father to.
wait, he's just he's
Pjanic team
adopted a little boy and put him out after that.
on the edge of the box.
in
under
answer
no
to your
pressure.
question, Joe,
Oh my God,
people are saying 560 minutes. That's what a few people are saying.
that is a long time.
That is a long time.
That's six games.
Yeah,
six
six
games,
games,
20
yeah.
minutes.
That was almost as long as Real Madrid's goal
that
drought.
was
Rough.
Josh
6
and
games.
HT
Rough.
Davis who
Rough,
said that.
man.
I love
not
how
good.
the two strikers last season, we were going, these guys are going to have mental seasons, or Lukaku and Morata, and both of them have been utter dog.
The thing is about
I mean,
Lukaku
no,
as well is Lukaku's not even missing a lot of
Yeah.
chances because the team's not creating anything.
Yeah.
Like if a player's like when Ibrahimovic wasn't scoring for United a couple of seasons ago, he was getting chances again and again and again. And when Ronaldo wasn't scoring last season, getting big chances
Love it.
every
Hello.
game.
Bit like
That's ridiculous
Suarez
by
this
Martial.
season. Like,
What
that
was he
looked
thinking?
like it was slightly more
That was
technical than it
so
was.
soft.
Bit like Suarez this season. Not quite working for him. I mean, I still contribute to a goal every 60 minutes, but still taking 7 shots a game, whereas that's not even happening for Lukaku, is it? Like,
Yeah, which is worrying.
he's crawling up to 2 or 3 shots.
It's actually better to be getting chances and missing them than not to be getting chances at all.
And I thought that was actually Rashford heading down a tunnel. Just a
That'd be
fan with a similar lid.
Just going for a poo, like Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy.
Simon's asking you, Joe, if you became United manager, who'd be your first signing and who'd be your first player out?
How much money have I got? Unlimited?
Unlimited.
Oh, go Messi then, mate. I reckon you might have a little bet there. Probably sign Leo. Oh,
If you
God.
actually came into United next summer and you had to buy a few players to improve them, I find this kind of question really interesting, actually.
So what you want?
Be realistic.
Well, it's
Go on.
about what
Realistically.
kind of football you want to play.
Because obviously
isn't it?
Messi is-
And, like, let's assume
So let's
Zidane's
get-
come in.
Let's get Sanchez off the books. Early
Really?
doors.
First player out the door, Sanchez.
No,
Yeah,
obviously.
come on.
No, there are no.
No, but that's the question.
Phil
First-
Jones would
first
be
player,
Phil
first
Jones.
player.
They don't have infinite money, and Sanchez hoovers up so much cash.
Philip Jones.
So Phil Jones is first out the door.
No, but Phil Jones is an all right fourth choice centre back. Like I think you're right with Sanchez. Like if he's if you're going to play Rashford on the right, then what's he on? 400k a week.
Oh, who scored for Ajax, Zach?
Yeah, Ajax are 1-0 up.
It's your boy.
Dolbo.
Here it comes.
Oh
Dolberg.
God.
Dolberg.
Are you sure?
Yeah, people in the comments are saying
They're
1-0
just
Ajax.
letters, mate. Come on.
Maruz. Oh, you say it.
Right. Okay.
All right, yep, him. So good.
What
good
is
from
your
Zach.
great film, guys?
Yeah, Mazraoui.
Nice. Wasn't worth the wait.
Cool.
Yeah, well-
So glad we found out that particular bit of information. City boys
James has
completely
lost it.
phoning it in now.
Oh, stop backheeling the ball!
Oh, this seems good.
Douglas Costa against Lindelof. This should be a laugh.
Lindelof stood him up, all right.
Come on then, Bernadette.
Just break him. Break him, sure.
Nah, they're just going to keep the ball and
getting
just see it
management.
out. aren't they?
Super.
He's
Italian.
offside.
Don't
I
touch it.
think he might be on. I think the centre back was very deep. Oh God.
Oh, well played, Lindelof. He's had a good second
Mate,
half.
no, this is embarrassing because you're being nice to him because he's rubbish. If he were good, you'd be like, oh, it's
It
not been
needs
a
to be
great
nice to
game,
him.
but at least that was good.
It's-
Whereas now you're just
goes
like,
home to
oh,
her.
well done.
Another score.
He's had a
Apparently,
good 45.
apparently
Get it
no,
down.
I don't
Get
deny
it,
that,
Pogba,
but I
then.
think you're being nice to him because we've all acknowledged he's
Switch.
rubbish.
Lindelof
Well
has
done.
Right, 45.
Well done.
it's 3-3 Hoffenheim Leon.
Oh, why didn't we watch that?
That's a great
6-goal thriller.
There you go.
sounds like a
Smalling
watchable
distributing
game.
from the back like a lump. There's a great ball,
Rashford,
Chris.
here it comes.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Ref.
Slide tackle him.
As bad as you've been, they've not been great either. An
haven't had to be.
early goal was the worst thing for this game.
They haven't had to be great.
This push ain't great.
Oh, whatever. He's not getting
Get
a pen
up.
for that. You're never getting
Rashford straight up. Barzagli.
Well, this
Bardadli.
game's over, isn't it?
Yeah.
This game's over, innit? We're not even going to stick around for 10 minutes after the game,
I
are
think
we?
it's just-
That's how we
it's
know
just
we're not
game
fielding
out.
any
Just end it
questions. We've not even given away a kit. So, how do we give away a kit? Did anyone predict on Twitter 1-0
Best
Juventus?
questions, because some of these questions are terrible.
Oh,
Best
Boggy.
question in the next 5
Why
minutes.
is he doing that?
We'll
in
pick
that?
the best question from the
I don't know.
comments.
He should have got away with that. Oh, the pass was on there to Costa. You know.
I actually want Ronaldo to score it.
No, he's not going to ruin it.
handball. Give something.
Lindelof absolutely wore that.
Lindelof take him onto the twig and giggleberries.
Well, Ronaldo's happy. They've won.
Done.
What an anticlimactic return to Old Trafford.
You can't have them all, ladies and gentlemen. Every game we've ever live streamed has been fantastic in this room. So look, you're gonna have a dub
If
one
you're
day.
with us at this point, you're getting a personal apology from all of us. Tweet everyone, expect it in the morning.
Oh dear.
Apart from Van Straten.
Not a
Horrible
great, not a
game.
great
I
stream.
would never apologise.
Still though, we'll give you a Juve top if you
Technically
screenshot
content.
this and send it to us.
What do you reckon United's XG was there?
0.03.
Give it a minute.
Your
Wait for the
questions.
screenshot.
Honestly, 0.03.
That's how we win. Send this screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Freeze frame.
Wait, let me do
I
it
want to
again.
know. I want to know
To
what our
Twitter.
expected goals was,
Oh,
Matt,
Twitter.
because that
Twitters.
was. Did we even create a chance?
Look what you've created.
Yeah,
You
I've
know-
created a
no,
better football fan.
A year ago, he would have thrown a table over, done something entertaining. As soon as the final whistle goes, I wonder what the XG was. And
Did we
what have you
even
become?
did we create a
up.
chance in that
I
game?
wonder what
Did
the
United
XG
create a
was
chance in
on
that game?
Not really. Pogba had a shot on target.
Well, that was a header off his shoulder.
I actually am a
That
little bit
counts.
shell shocked after that. I feel like we've been
Utter.
through something
The
together.
chicken was
I'm
the
just,
best
I'm
bit.
just not sure what.
Adam, you've got 5
I
questions
don't
and
know why
5
Pogba
questions
looked
only
so
before you
sad.
go.
It's not like it was.
We're going to go
not
5
predicted.
questions, yeah?
10-minute Q&A, then we're off there because
10-minute
he
Q&A.
needs to go away.
Let's get out.
Chloe's made him food, for goodness sake.
He needed a trip.
I haven't even got one.
He's on the stream, to be fair. If he was just scrolling through Twitter, I'd be
Why?
bat out his hand like
This
a cat.
stream's terrible.
Aubameyang or Lacazette?
I mean, together
Depends.
is the best scenario. Lacazette's, I think, the better all-round player. Aubameyang's a much better goal scorer.
Craig, by the way, I did say. that.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Craig.
Craig.
You're
Probably depends
the
on the
Arsenal
si-
fan. If you had to sell one because you're in financial peril, who would it be?
Oh well, I'd sell Aubameyang because he's older, basically, and because he's pace reliant. Though I think he'll turn into a good poacher as he gets older. But really, I think the good thing about it is you can chop and change versus depending on which team you face. And a lot has been made of the fact that Arsenal subs have contributed to more goals than any other Premier League team. So far this season, Arsenal subs have contributed to 7 goals in the league, which is remarkable, really. But also it helps when your subs are Ramsey and Aubameyang. So
And Ozil at times.
yeah.
Temps, you're an Arsenal fan when Ipswich aren't winning. Well, who
Which
would
is
you
all
rather
the
sell?
time.
Bottom of the league, aren't
I would sell Aubameyang.
Okay.
I would, yeah.
He is good,
I
though.
really like that.
He is good though.
Got a soft spot for Lacazette.
Lacazette feels very
Um,
Arsenal, doesn't he?
Are we banning the word Ballon d'Or from this chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two
Ballon
words.
d'Or
So I'll answer
banned.
that. It should be banned.
we? Messi. Oh, Ronaldo fan, isn't it?
Matthew Dodge, best clothing brand.
Ooh.
Best club. We're watching this scenario, so it's just
One clothing brand.
someone's just dashed for Ronaldo on the
You can
pitch.
only
And
wear
another,
one
and
clothing
another.
brand.
And another. Stu is working overtime here,
soft,
earning the
aren't they?
crust big time.
He's absolutely. He's done him. He's done him NFL style. Give him a little spin.
He's just running around in a circle.
Remind me of tractor boy. Oh, and he's done him.
One clothing brand.
I think Nike are pretty strong.
and
They're
Nike
quite
or
varied.
Adidas.
If you had to wear one,
If you could only wear one for the rest of your life,
Adidas.
Nike would be a
And
decent
you can
shout.
never wear a suit though. That's the problem. Unless Nike make. Do Nike make
They
suits
probably
for like
have.
Juve?
I reckon you could wear Nike.
Because otherwise, Boss would be quite good. Pretty much everything they make is quite nice.
Yeah.
You go Boss. But yeah, I think.
Yeah,
but actually,
those
look,
sort about Calvin Klein, they have better flexibility, don't they?
yeah, but even a solid brand like Levi's. Levi's make pretty good version of everything. Like you'll just be fine in them.
Dickies, their clothes never break. You can have one pair of Dickies trousers for your whole life.
I hate them.
Well put together.
Dickies, but that's only trousers though.
Yeah,
What about the
well,
rest?
No, they don't.
Top-
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
but they're not very good.
yeah, that's good motivation to get.
Go on then, next
to get
question.
rid
They're top man
I'm
own
not
brands.
keen
They've got a
on-
variety.
No, I despise Top Man.
I used to work at Top Man.
Hate it. Yeah,
That doesn't
that's not
surprise
shocking
me.
to anyone.
4 hours on a fitting room.
Next one.
Do we
Like,
think
we'll make you appreciate
Go on.
how
the
far
finer
will
details of life.
Juve get to the final of the Champions League? NIF. I feel like we've already covered that
They've got a
one.
very good chance. I think it's the same as Liverpool's semi-finals. Then it's only one game.
Carter Reese, we'll move on. That was terrible.
Zach,
Carter Reese says, should Manchester United have signed Marco
Someone's got to answer
Arnautovic?
You what, sorry?
Were they linked with Marco Arnautovic?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
so
were.
Inter
They
United.
were, weren't they?
No, it wasn't that game where he could have been watching Milinkovic-Savic or Arnautovic and everyone was like, it's funny. It's funnier to make out he's watching Arnautovic.
No, we genuinely were in for Arnautovic, weren't we?
Yeah, you were. You were.
We
in for him.
genuinely
Yeah,
were.
they
I
ran
remember
in
that.
for Arnautovic.
Wow.
No, we shouldn't have
After
signed
the
Arnautovic,
season,
man.
after the season, if it does look like Chelsea are going to try and get Kovacic and Real Madrid are stupid enough to let them, United should go in and blow them out of the water with £1 billion.
For Kovacic.
Kovacic, he'd be so good for you.
Yeah, I imagine that's sort of what we were hoping from Fred, wasn't it? When we paid 50 mil for him. I mean, we did just drop like half a 100 mil, whatever that is, an American
50
bill.
mil, yeah.
An American bill. And don't they count billions as 100 mils?
No.
Well, I
They
don't
do.
know what
They
is
do, I think.
coming out your mouth right now.
50 million on Fred. What a joke.
Well, that's
Pretty much what's coming out.
That is weird, right? Because everyone was just convinced 50 mil on Fred was fine and 50 mil on Richarlison was a joke. Like, everyone was just like, well, Fred's guaranteed to be good. I mean, he's coming out of the Ukrainian league.
I think that's because Pep went in for him as well. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of feel safer saying this player is probably very good, whereas Mourinho, not so much. Bit of a patchier record.
Yeah, but I mean, is he good?
Next question.
Yeah.
then. Any question we're on now.
Bored of talking about football. So who's got the biggest ego of Football Daily?
Oh,
That's from
definitely.
HT Davies.
God, all of us.
Send
We've
us
all got
more
big
questions
egos.
about
Pretty
us.
chunky, all of us.
I don't know. I think a combination of it egotistical and humble at the same time. Like, everyone works very hard and works very hard for each other, but also
Hamill.
No, but I mean,
Definitely
He's dancing around it. It's still-
I'm fine with that. I'll take that accolade. But I genuinely think, I don't think you just one or the other.
I mean, should we get the next
Some people
question?
are just one. Dorman's just one, for instance.
yeah, that was definitely one.
Obaseki's just one.
Other than, let's rule out Newcastle for this one, which club has the worst owners other than Newcastle?
West Ham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
West
they're
Ham's a
great.
very good shout.
West Ham.
I
Garbage.
need to call them by their name.
What's wrong with
I mean,
West Ham?
United's
The
are
people who own the
pretty
club?
appalling.
Yeah, Arsenal's not great.
The worst owners.
United's are really
I mean-
pretty shocking.
I don't know. I mean, West Ham, they've been really unfortunate this season. I think finally appointing Pellegrini and finally signing decent attacking talent has. I mean, historically, it's got to be them, hasn't it?
Yeah,
But
West
at least,
Ham. Charlton.
at least they're coming good, or to an extent.
Charlton. Maybe.
Charlton, Leighton Orient.
So there's some shockers down
Anyway,
there.
yeah.
Leinor is a good ground to go to, by the way.
Yeah. Kale says, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Kale, did you say?
One food.
One food for the rest of my life. What, is it?
Potatoes are pretty
Potatoes.
flexible.
Is it
I was
just
about
one
to say
item?
Should we say a
potatoes,
meal?
but-
Should we say a meal? 'Cause
Italian.
That's mental.
Nah.
Italian.
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 Italian. Italian.
Pasta.
This is not good.
Pasta.
Nah, he was addressing the second question.
What
He
is your
wasn't
great?
even
I was
meal.
addressing the second question.
How is Italian a meal?
He wasn't.
Because what do you mean? That's what the
You
genre is.
know when you go home and you have a lovely,
That's what
lovely
a
plate of
genre is.
Italian.
Yeah.
Have a lovely plate of Italian.
That's what I thought you meant, like the genre in terms of meal.
Genre.
What do you mean?
Genre like
Like
Italian.
a cuisine.
Which
yeah,
is
sure, I get you. I get you.
Cuisine then.
Zach,
Yeah.
just leave
So what's your
it, just
favourite
leave
Italian? Anything Italian.
Go on, name an Italian.
Cacio e pepe.
He just says pasta.
Just pasta, plain pasta.
Yeah.
Straight out.
Salad.
I
the
think
pizza.
Italian's always like a solid 6 or 7, but I don't. It never blows me away.
I don't know, mate.
I've had a couple of amazing
Indian
Italian.
or
I went to a
Mexican.
5-star restaurant in Italy. It was unbelievable.
Ooh.
Chelsea flew.
Whoa.
You saw Gary Cahill's knee, didn't you?
Oh my God, Gary Cahill.
What a knee it was as well.
Love you to bits, but my
So
lord,
Gary
he's on the flights. On the flights, this is how he sits. That on the other guy's chair in front of him.
Zach
That's
just
outrageous
saw that
behaviour.
through the door,
Yeah,
didn't
That
you?
is unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
That guy should go up and
So
chin
you're
them.
going pasta. What's your last meal then? Because it's not just picking one ingredient.
Curry.
Of course it is.
Last meal, curry.
Make a mess.
Oui.
I'm gonna go Mexican. Mexican.
Oh,
curry.
Mexican is good.
Mexican. Curry. Mexican ran it second close.
Balls.
Second close? A close second.
God, last
James is
meal.
absolutely crying.
Mine's got to
behind
be
the camera.
fried chicken. I mean,
Yeah,
Fried
chicken's
chicken.
a good shout.
can't go for anything else.
On death row, you
I
go
eat
for
most-
fried chicken.
Mostly eat fried chicken in my life. So
I can't eat when I'm nervous. I wouldn't be able to stomach it.
Can't eat when I'm
Fried
nervous.
chicken's a really good shout. Fried chicken or tacos al pastor, probably. That's really good.
Right, let's get the next question then.
I feel like
What's
we
on
asked.
your phone?
I'm reading the comments. There's quite
Are
a
you
lot of
reading the
questions coming
comments? Favourite musician? Ion Gutty.
We had this debate on
Right now,
Sunday
all
Vibes
time?
and they
Right
absolutely
now.
loved it. I stuck up for Catfish in a Bottle, man. I stuck up for Kasabian, and these two absolutely slammed me for it.
Well, Zach's is.
It's not Ed Sheeran. Don't even. I didn't
What
thought-
is yours?
it's not
I'm
even
enjoying
that.
the I Can Run song at the moment. Though, a lot.
Right now, my favourite artist is Fisher.
Eden.
Blues, isn't it?
There's a guy called.
Just ultimate
one
bangers.
song.
Just 4 bangers
Hang on,
he's
hang on.
released inside a year.
Are they both house?
One at a time.
Sorry.
No, you're talking.
Oh, Fisher. Yeah, Fisher. Just released he's released 4 bangers in like 18 months. They're all massive.
So
Anthems.
give it
I knew it was
contextualize it a little bit. Like who is
Absolutely.
it?
He's
Absolutely
Fisher is
thumpers.
like he used to be a professional surfer in Australia, and then moved to America. I think he gets his songs ghostwritten. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure who by, but
There's not many lyrics, are there?
Change that to the title. Revealed.
They're absolute bouncers. Type in Fisher into Spotify and you'll have a whale of a time.
Thumpers, yeah.
I am.
Thumpers.
No, but I was saying on Sunday Vibes, like his choice of music, like fine, each to their own, but unacceptable at 8:30 when he comes in.
Is it or does it
On
get
a
the gay
on
going?
a
On a
Friday,
Friday,
sits
it
down.
is.
It sets the
lit.
tone.
Friday,
Sets
it's
the
fine.
tone. It's like a cruncher in the first minute.
A reducer. My music taste is the reducer.
Oh Lord.
It's good.
Go on, Tam, sure you like your
Yeah.
music, don't you? And you like
Used to
you've got
do
quite
music.
an eclectic taste.
He's my all time or right now?
No, I think just right now.
right
Let's
now.
get
Not all
serious.
time.
to think about
I haven't had time to figure. We're looking for the next
Right
question.
now, I'd say there's a guy called Eden. There's also a guy called Jeremy Zucker. Those two are
Is
decent.
he Eden's lawyer?
Jeremy
What's everyone's recently listened to on the Spotify? Mine's definitely going to be A Star
the
Is
last thing you
Born,
listened to?
the album.
Well, I'm on Apple Music.
There we go,
yeah, I'm
Star
on
Is
Apple
Born,
Music
first
as
one.
well.
How do you find it?
Download. What's the last thing I
It'd be your
downloaded?
heavy rotation, the
Magic-
Atomic Blonde soundtrack.
Magic Jordan. I absolutely love.
Oh, Magic Jordan is
You
good.
do,
Magic
don't you?
Jordan
When
is
it's
good.
on.
Nipsey Hussle,
How do I find it?
70s rock anthems. Love a bit of glam rock.
Where is it?
I know mine's
What do you mean?
him.
Just go to home.
My phone's charging, but Denzel Curry, Travis Scott. but
Travis
my-
Scott's new stuff. What's your favourite album favourite song from the new album on Travis Scott?
Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode.
Yosemite?
definitely. Sicko Mode, definitely, I think. But Black Balloons or Clark Cobain off Denzel Curry.
Oh,
Yours and mine's
one of my recent played is my playlist. Skirt.
Nice. Whenever I hear somebody say skirt in a song, I'm always just
Instantly
like, oh,
thinking of
Jesus.
this guy.
But I
Post Malone's decent as well.
Notes, Dave.
listen to a lot of Lana Del Rey at the moment 'cause I'm sad. What else? I don't know. If you have to yeah, I love Sia. Sia's great.
I've been going for a bit of a tough time.
If you had to pick like one musician, though, like somebody like Kendrick is obviously great, or like actually
amazing
everything Action
vibe
Bronson
as well.
puts out, I always enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, Action Bronson's just like he's the Italian of music, where he's just like never below a 6.
Bugelli. Andrea Bocelli.
We had three.
Love
We,
a
had,
bit.
we went.
I
To,
love a bit of
we went
Bocelli.
to watch.
Love a bit
What
of
game was it last week?
He's not even the best
versus-
blind singer.
No, mate.
Spain.
We went to watch.
Who is the best blind singer? Top 3 blind singer.
Charles and Wonder
Don't reveal them all. We'll put
joint
it out as a
first.
YouTube video.
Charles and Wonder joint first. Big drop, Bocelli.
We went to watch England versus Spain last week at this Italian pub, and we had 2 pints, and I could tell Zach was feeling it. But he comes out the toilet, and he was just
it
like
was on
mumbling
loop
to
in the
himself.
toilet,
Was he singing
wasn't
Time to Say
Bocelli was
Goodbye
on.
or something?
Bocelli was on loop in the toilet, and he went, "That song really just makes me so sad." And I was like, "What's up, mate?" And he just looked at me and went, "I love Bocelli." And I was just like, "What has happened to him in the
Oh, my
toilet?"
God.
No,
a bit
there's a
spiffy.
period. There's like 2-month period where I listened to so much Bocelli.
I can't imagine him
I actually
twiddling
hate
your
that
hair
one.
and listening to
I actually
it.
hate that one.
Twiddling his hair and
So good.
I hate
Follow
that
him
song.
Instagram.
I don't have an issue with him. He's got a nice voice, but I hate that song.
Next question.
Next question.
That was the most culture Leicester has ever experienced in one dose. Like Bocelli.
Ranieri.
Yeah, just
Andrea Bocelli and Claudio Ranieri on
Yeah.
stage
I imagine
together.
there was just grown men in Leicester crying. They were just like, "What is up?"
And they'd be like, I've never had an abortion.
Yeah.
Jared says, "What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened at Football Daily?" We answered right
Did
yes.
anyone instantly
last
think
time.
what's Joe done when that question was
Yeah,
asked?
I did,
kind
but
of.
it's probably
I
not
think
Joe
so.
actually.
Most embarrassing the work gets in trouble. What is it?
It won't.
Yeah,
The most-
that's the thing. Because I've just thought of 3 things immediately as you
can't
said
say.
that I can't say.
I don't think we can say the answers to this
Oh.
on camera.
There must be some.
I think
that we
this,
can
I think,
say.
I think this is.
I think this is a
probably not worth answering.
non-camera question.
No, there must be some.
What can we say that isn't going to incriminate one member of
I mean,
Football Daily?
Until a few weeks' time,
we
then
could go.
maybe
We
that.
could keep it clean. Like
There's
Zach
a way.
thinking the phrase "do me a solid" is "do me
I
a
mean,
salad."
that is hilarious.
That's iconic. That's
quite
iconic.
I'll be honest,
embarrassing.
what did
That's
you
very
say?
family friendly.
But I also think Happy Go Larry was criminally underrated. So Zach has.
Happy Go Larry. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So,
sure. Happy
so
Go
Zach
Larry.
has his Zackisms in the
that's
office,
great.
and no one's keeping a record. But some of them are absolutely worldly.
What is your greatest
What else
film?
did you say today? You said one today, and I wrote it down.
Happy Go Larry is pretty bad.
Happy Go instead
I
of
legit
Happy Go
thought
Looking, Happy as Larry. Happy Go Larry.
got to start writing it
So
down.
good.
I did say one today. I can't remember what.
He did say one.
I just say them. I get them mixed up, as you can tell. I get mixed up on a lot of things.
So good. No, they're class.
But yeah, we've got a few, like in a few weeks' time there might be something quite embarrassing. Who knows?
Yeah.
Our fitness against Arsenal fan TV. That was embarrassing.
Beat yourself.
Anyway, let's move on. I couldn't move for a week.
FFO
after
is
that.
a strand. Pretty embarrassing.
Ah, yeah, okay, fair.
Great.
Yeah. Favourite podcast?
Ooh.
Oh,
Sunday
yeah.
vibes.
Joe Rogan Experience. Just is the best, isn't it?
Yeah, How I Built This is very good.
Has
enjoy
anyone,
Football
has anyone
Weekly.
listened to Dobrik's podcast? Because I've
Views.
been meaning to get to it.
No,
but
I still
keep
I
forgetting.
still haven't listened
Oh,
to
that's
it.
great.
I actually think it'll be really good as well. So
Yeah.
I actually think Jason Nash is fantastic.
Yeah, he's fun.
Galazzo with James Richardson's very good. George Wright took me up on my recommendation, and it's the only one he really
What's one
enjoyed.
Jaffa listens to?
football-wise.
Oh, Quickly
Quickly-
Kevin, can he
Quickly
score?
Kevin, yeah.
That is good. Quickly Kevin, can he
Josh
score? is
Whittaker's
hilarious.
podcast, well worth a download.
Film Drunk's good, and obviously like True Crime is really good on podcast right now. In the Dark's great. Teacher's Pet.
My Dad Wrote a
Dirty
Porno?
John.
Does that
I've
try
listened
out?
to it, but I don't particularly like it.
I actually thought that was
First
awful.
couple of
I actually
seasons
thought
were
My Dad
okay.
Wrote a Porno was rubbish. I
Really?
listened to it
I'm
on
not-
holiday.
I'm not-
I've
I
not
actually-
listened to it. I've just
many
heard it's like
podcasts
extremely
for
popular.
this. Like, I listen to maybe one and few. I actually prefer podcasts at the gym.
Or on the treadmill, it's great.
Yeah.
Graham Hunter's big interview is actually excellent, despite the fact he wears sunglasses at times that sunglasses don't need to be worn. You know, I don't trust a man who wears them at night and inside.
And a black polo shirt buttoned up to the top with
Um,
with a suit jacket over it, which is dreadful behaviour.
But apart from that,
So what Rio Ferdinand's doing?
his interview technique is
Awful.
his interviews are generally excellent.
Yeah, he has. The Neville one I remember being
Yeah.
particularly good. That was in the early days. Haven't listened to it for a while.
His book on Barca was great as well.
Yeah, but there's loads of good stuff out there, man.
Just got to listen.
Just give it a go-see.
Our podcast, we're shooting the first episode tomorrow.
Hey,
Little reveal.
great little
So
segment.
how didn't we plug that?
Oh, haven't thought of a topic, which I do need to do.
Yeah, we have it. If you've got a topic, tweet us it now with the hashtag Sunday Vibes Podcast.
For the love of God.
And we might get involved with it.
If you guys can get us to 300,000 listeners within 3 episodes,
Zach will shave his head.
What an insane.
Zach will shave his head, won't you?
How
Seriously,
can an
that's nearly
individual go
impossible.
about doing that?
That's nearly
how many
impossible.
people are watching this?
We're working towards 75 downloads, 75 downloads a week, and you've got
I'll shave my head.
100 off
I'll
the
shave
bat.
my head.
Fair play.
Jalab will shave his
better
head
do.
if we do 300,000 downloads in 3 days.
Say that. Swagato will make 300,000 separate accounts just to make that happen.
Teardrop
Swaggy,
tattoo
do
as
it.
well.
I'll get a tattoo. I'll get
Right.
a tattoo, not a shimmy.
Teardrop.
Mate, yeah, let's go and get tattoos together, Zach. Come on.
Father and son.
Any more
That'd be a
cues?
fun little vlog.
That would
Yeah.
Go on then, last
Happy
couple
to
of
do that. I've got
questions.
like
I'm not
four
being
lined
funny. I
up.
want to go home.
Educating Jello.
Favourite restaurant you've ever been to?
That's a bit exclusive.
I'll be honest, man. As I said before, I've not been out many times to restaurants in my life.
How many
Like
restaurants have you
five
been
times
to?
max.
That is such a lie.
we've got,
I've
like-
been with 6 with you. So you've not been
What
to
do you
5.
mean?
What, did you carve that into your like bedpost?
I've been to at least 6. In the last year, I've
What,
been
do
to
you
6.
count like Bodine's the restaurant?
Yes.
See, I wouldn't
Yes.
count. Oh, okay. Then, all right, yeah, I've been to a few.
Zach's a classy bloke. He doesn't count chains.
What is Bodine's?
Right.
If Bodine's isn't a restaurant, what is it?
We've already answered the best
Tasty.
cuisine, haven't we? Let's have another one.
We won't get into
I want to know what he thinks of a
He
restaurant.
just said.
I'm not letting
I
this
said,
go.
what do you think Bodine's is? If it's not a restaurant, he went, it's a place where you eat.
No, listen.
Oh, on that note, let's get out, please.
I don't
Two
think-
more. Two
How do we
more.
top that?
Last
Oh,
question.
2 more, did you say?
I don't think there is a
Alright,
question that's going to top that.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Who was
Somebody's asked favourite Shawn Mendes
Yeah,
song.
I'm not answering that.
Get out.
Get out! You're banned!
I bet Zach's
Pull the
gone.
plug, Kieran!
Zach's firing like one's immediately
Grow
comes to mind.
Grow up.
Zach's immediately thinking, oh yeah, I love the last album.
Zach, I bet. Who's
so what would
that?
Japan, Steve?
Who's that guy that used to sing Justin Bieber like acoustic versions of his
Shawn
songs? Conor
Maynard.
Maynard. Sean Maynard. Conor Maynard. I
I
bet.
thought
I
they were
bet
the
you.
same bloke.
I don't really know Conor Maynard. I know he's a YouTuber.
Liar.
No,
I
that's
really
his
don't
brother.
really
Wet.
know. No, Conor Maynard's a YouTuber.
I don't
and
care.
Jack Maynard's a YouTuber.
Jack Maynard's the one.
Oh, you found one, Tim. So what was it?
Great conversation.
I don't know if it's a spoiler. Who was FD's
Box
man of the
reports.
match against AFTV?
Who's FD's man of the match? Oh,
Is that
Right, let you
would that be
take this one,
spoiling it?
manager.
I think I was very good.
We could have ended it on a couple of Jella bombshells, couldn't we? To be honest?
But also, Obaseki had a great game.
He was
all over the pitch at points, too, like covering 2 positions.
You were actually very good. I think it obviously helped that Wamo
Yeah,
plays
Wamo's
centre
very
back with
good.
you, and he's very composed. But you always put yourself about. To be fair,
Was it
There were
Nichols?
two. Nichols did do well considering what happened.
basically we completed 17 passes. But,
Yeah,
and that's-
there were
that's as
2
much as
slide
you get.
tackles I did, which I was absolutely loving. The lights are strobing. Let's
End on
end
that
it
one,
now.
by
As I said, if you want to check out more content, check out FDFC.
What is happening?
the electricity's going, basically.
Is it the Ouija board again?
Oh God, let's not
We've
even
been
start.
talking about
End
it.
it. End it now.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for
watching.
watching. Subscribe. Bye.